choose what you're going to do in drug treatment court or any problem solving court.
Judge?
On no day. Yes, Mr. Reed?
Yes, Judge. A couple of preliminary matters, if I may address the court. It's my understanding that we have a couple of new contracts for vet court, and if they are in the courtroom, I would be, if the court would allow me to go into a breakout room to discuss the contracts with the new vet participants. I don't know if they're in the courtroom or not, but I did receive some information that we had 2 new contracts today.
All right, thank you. And so I'll ask the case managers, do we have any new contracts of people who are in the courtroom?
Yes, Your Honor. I believe that Mr. Pringle is the gentleman on the LG Stylo 6.
Okay.
Hello.
Good morning. It's Mr. Pringle. Is that him with the mask on and the sunglasses?
Yes, sure. Yes,
Okay,
Your Honor.
it seems like I lost them.
Yes, my
You can
connection
dial
is
in as much as you want to. Mr. Yancey, you need to call your client, Mr. Caldwell, and tell him he was ordered to appear in my courtroom. He is not going to do what he wants to do in my courtroom. And so I'm removing him because I told him to physically appear. He cannot appear by way of Zoom. All right. All right, very good. And so, Mr. Pringle, where is he, Ms. Robbs? I don't see him anymore.
Yes, Your Honor. He has a bad connection.
Okay, then he needs to dial out and dial back in so that he has the ability to connect so that we can get him to a breakout room.
Yes, Your
All
Honor.
right, anyone else? Is there anyone else?
Your Honor, I just got off the phone with Mr. Gooding. He's supposed to be logging in. I think he was having some difficulties.
Okay, all right, well, we'll keep moving. We'll
Yes,
keep
Your
moving. All right, very good. With that, Mr. Reed, if you could let me know.
Yes, Judge, thank
There's
you.
I think there's
to
Mr.
volunteer
Pringle.
to go into the breakout room with the new contract. I also understood that there was a warrant that was coming back today that may have appeared in the courtroom yesterday. And if that person is here, Mr. Fikens would talk to them. I believe
Very good.
it's a.
And so, Mr. Reed, I think I see Mr. Pringle. Mr. Reed, I think I see Mr. Pringle. Do you want to go into the breakout room with Mr. Pringle?
Yes, Judge, I will.
Okay, I'll do that one. And then also, there's someone else who joined us on a Moto E. Who is that, Ms. Robbs? Is that one of your new intakes as well?
Yes, Your Honor. That is Mr. Kiro Leon Gooding.
Mr. Gooding?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I'm going to put his name in. And who will go in with Mr. Gooding? Because I'm going to start off with some good things this morning. I want to start off with graduations. I have some people, right? Mr. Griffin, who are going to be graduating.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so I am going to assign, I no longer see Mr. Pringle.
Judge, I will do him when he's available. If the court wants to continue with the graduations, we're ready for that.
Right. Who would like to go in with Mr. Gooding?
I can do that, Judge.
All right. So Mr. Gooding and Mr. Fikens, I'm sending both of you to breakout room number 1. Thank you. All right. Very good. Let's get started with Mr. Gooding. You have to accept the invitation to breakout room number 1. Mr. Fikens, did you get an invitation?
It's just Mr. Schwartz and Mr.
There we go. All right. And then I think Mr. Pringle has joined us again, but he keeps, when he's available, Mr. Reed, I'll work with him. He has to work out that issue. Someone should reach out to him.
Yes,
All right. Mr. Griffin, I believe the individuals that you have today finishing are, is it Petros, Nasser, and who else?
It's Petros, Schwartz, and Copeland. Mr. Copeland is having trouble. I just say we just go on and move on with Mr. Schwartz and Mr. Petros.
Well, I don't want to do two, but okay.
Mr. Copeland say he got a new phone, but he's still having trouble. That's him on that Aristo 5. I think he has audio, but he's having trouble connecting with his video.
Okay, I saw him earlier. All right, I'm going to go ahead and get, so you only had 3, Mr. Griffin?
Yep, it was 3 today. Mr. Petros, Mr. Copeland, and Mr. Schwartz.
Now, I know Braylon did not come on here with a do-rag on her. Okay, hold on. It is now 8:41, and I have spent from 8:31 this morning up until 8:41 this morning, and I don't know whose work I'm doing, but it's not mine, and I'm having problems. We need to talk about this and work this out, because I'm doing way too much, and I'm probably not doing it well this morning. All right, but case managers, you need to be telling your folks, don't come on here with those head rag, do-rags, bath towels, and everything else I have seen on this morning. So, okay. All right, 3 people. Were there any other people that were finishing on today, Mr. Griffin?
No, Your Honor.
Just those
3. Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I know Mr. Copeland, the Aristo 5 is on. I'm going to go ahead and do his matter. I saw his face. You can verify, because he's completing today. It's not like he's got an issue or anything.
That's correct, Your Honor. Okay.
All right, very good. So I'm calling the following matters, case number Z805-6551. I'm also calling case number Z807-2471, and that is for Brett Schwartz. Mr. Schwartz, could you please unmute, state your name for the record?
Good morning, Your Honor. This is Brett Schwartz.
Good morning. All right. And then finally, I'm calling case number C 039523 for Stephen Petros. Mr. Petros, if you can unmute and state your name for the record.
Stephen Petros.
Good morning to you. All right. Very good. This is a great day for all of you, all 3 of you. And I'm just going to verify that I did see Mr. Copeland. Mr. Griffin, I know you've had enough contact with him. You know what device he came on into the virtual courtroom. And so we're going to proceed, okay?
Okay, Your Honor, thank you.
All right, who are you going to present first?
I'll start with Mr. Petros, Your Honor.
All right, tell me about Mr. Petros and all the wonderful things he's done.
Okay, Your Honor, Mr. Stephen Petros. Mr. Petros signed his contract with us on April 12th of 2019. He had a 24-month contract. He has successfully completed outpatient substance abuse counseling. He attended over 112 step meetings. He completed 40 hours of community service. He attended the ARMS program. He watched a sobriety video, attended alcohol highway safety level 2, submitted to several urinalysis tests, and he paid all fines and costs for. He also has the interlock device in his car. He has not had any violations on the interlock. And he has successfully completed all conditions of drug treatment court. And I'm recommending this case to be submitted for discharge today, Your Honor. And I'd like to say that Mr. Petros did his 24 months, Your Honor, without any sanctions. So he really worked hard and did a great job in our program.
Wonderful. Thank you, Mr. Griffin. Mr. Reed, anything you'd like to add before I hear from Mr. Petros?
Yes, Judge, and I'm going to be making a motion in this case. Do you want me to make my motion now, or do you want me to wait until after you speak?
You can wait until after I speak for your motion.
Thank you. Judge, congratulations, Mr. Petros. Job well done. No sanctions. You got your restricted license. We understand it wasn't easy, but you did it. We're proud of you. Judge, the case can't be dismissed. It can be closed with improvement. I'm making the motion that case number drug treatment, that case number C039527, the drug treatment court case be closed with improvement. And congratulations, Mr. Petros. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
All right, thank you. Mr. Petros, this is it for you, and you are all dressed up today. You look wonderful. Tell me about your experience. What have you learned? What are you going to do differently? What does life hold for Mr. Petros from this day forward?
So I'm going to be honest with you. I'm wearing a suit today because I have a really important interview at work. And that wouldn't have been possible if it wasn't for this. So I mean, that's a testament to this program. It's what it's done for me. I wouldn't be where I am right now. Not the same person I was 2 years ago. And I thank God every day for having to go through this. I went through a lot, Your Honor, but it was, I mean, I wouldn't change anything.
Tell me what you learned through this experience, Mr. Petros.
I mean, where to begin? I mean, I learned that my life wasn't going anywhere, Your Honor. And if I didn't do anything about it and I needed that kick in the butt to do it, that I would not be anywhere near where I am today. And the trajectory that I'm on today, I can't wait to see where the next few years take me.
I can't wait to see either. You have to make sure you come back and tell us. You came in with I'll never forget your mom, your brothers, and they were, you know, they were just really upset, but it was because they love you. They love you dearly, and they could see the value in you. And so I'm so glad that you stayed the course to 24 months. You did the work. Some wonderful things have happened to you throughout the life of this program. And so I hope that you will continue to walk in your recovery. Know that, and this is for all of our graduates, that every tool that you have been exposed to, every resource that has been made available to you, it doesn't change because you're leaving us today. You still have those tools, you still have those resources available. Use them because they work, obviously, because look at where you are today. So I'm extremely proud of you. Tell your mom and your brothers I asked about them all the way down to the bitter end because they made that kind of an impression on me. Just because they cared about you, they believed in you, and they were counting on you to work this program, and you did it. And I'm so, so proud of you.
Thank you. I appreciate that. Thank you. And I do want to thank yourself and Mr. Griffin too. You guys were awesome, and you guys have been there for me, and I needed that support, and I thank you for that.
All right, Mr. Petros, you did the heavy lifting. We just were on the sidelines cheering you on. That's it. We get to do the easy part at some point. And so you did the heavy lifting, and I'm glad that you did. Mr. Reed, what's your motion with respect to Mr. Petros?
Judge, my motion with Mr. Petros is that the case, drug treatment court case, be closed with improvement. It can't be dismissed. But he's done an excellent job. No sanctions. We're proud of him, and wish him the best and be safe. Thank you. I renew my motion. And congratulations on your graduation, Mr. Petros. I thought that suit was for us, but you tell me.
But Mr. Reed, he made it clear. Mr. Reed, he made it clear that without us, he wouldn't be wearing that suit today. So I think that's good enough.
Absolutely. Thank you, Judge.
Yeah.
Thank you, Petros.
All right, I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Petros on his completion of specialty court. Congratulations to you, Mr. Petros. Very proud of you. I hope this is a promotion you're interviewing for today.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, I hope you get it. You will.
Thank you.
You deserve it.
Thank you. I'm confident.
All right.
You.
All right, very good. I'm not going to keep you. I'm letting you go. Do well. You will get all of your closure documentation in the mail. And so, and if you don't, of course, reach out to Mr. Griffin. Understanding the mail may take a little time. And so, but you'll get all of your closure documentation. Go and be great.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Mr. Griffin, who are you presenting next?
I'll do Mr. Copeland. I think he can hear us, but he's having a problem with his phone. I just got his house phone with him. So do you want me to go on and proceed with it, Your Honor?
Well, let's see if he can work it out. Why don't you do Mr. Schwartz? Okay, and let's give him a little more time to work it out.
Okay, Mr. Yancey, you ready on Mr. Schwartz?
Oh, yes, I am. Okay. All right, because Mr. Schwartz is sitting there going, if I have to wait for another person, I've been waiting for a long time. All right, let's do Mr. Schwartz. I've already placed his name and case number on the record.
Yes, Your Honor. We have Mr. Brett Swartz here, preparing for graduation. He's been in our program since August 6, 2019. He had an 18-month contract. Your Honor, he completed outpatient treatment, 112-step meetings, community service, sobriety film, alcohol highway safety level 2, MAD. He completed the ARMS program, all fines and costs. And he's had probably the highest number of screenings of anybody I've had. He had 156 screenings.
Wow.
Never missed a screen. All have been negative. Mr. Swartz, he took our program seriously when he first came. His family was with him. And because he took our program seriously, he took his sobriety seriously. So he's done an excellent job with us, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Mr. Schwartz, I'm going to hear from you first, and then Mr. Reed. That means I'll do one shot for you. All right, we haven't done graduations in a moment. So, Mr. Schwartz, I want to hear from you. What do you think about the experience? What's different? What have you learned?
What do I think about the experience? I think it was very challenging and very different for me. You know, because I had to go through and like essentially learn how to live sober. And I think, I don't know, with the support of, you know, you and your whole team, you know, the whole sobriety court, and then kind of plugging myself into the AA program, you know, outpatient treatment, I guess it was so different for me. And so the experience, you know, it kind of guided me in the right direction on how to live sober. And then for me, the experience, it took more than just like a month or two or 6 months or even a year. So the experience it's been going on for months and months and months. And I've been getting better at learning how to live sober and deal with different types of situations, you know. So essentially the way I live now and the way I deal with things is completely different than when I entered into the program.
I don't know how long it'll last.
It's been great.
So it's been great. Wonderful, yeah. Wonderful. Yeah. What was the most challenging part?
I think the most challenging part was after 1 year mark for me, if that makes sense. Because in the beginning, okay, I had tremendous support and all this stuff, and then at the 1 year mark, I just felt like I needed to retool and re-plug myself into the program so that I don't go back into my old ways. For me, that was the turning point.
Oh, very good. Thank you for your honesty. But you did it. You did it. You were able to retool and stay the course.
Yes, exactly. Yep. Mm-hmm.
Very good. I'm glad that you shared that, because sometimes people think, well, I've been at this for 3 months. I've been clean 6 months. And, you know, it's easy. No difficulties. I'm good. There are still challenges. They may be different challenges, right? But still some challenge. And you have to be honest with yourself and reach out and do whatever you need to do to retool, as you call it, or to make adjustments so that you can continue on your path of recovery. And that's why it's amazing. People come to us and they want to do the least amount of time with us. And that's understandable. I understand it. But all of the science shows that in order to change your lifestyle, your thought process, you can't do it in 1 year. It doesn't happen. The likelihood of going backwards is higher at that 1 year mark than it is at any other time during the sobriety journey. And I thought, that's kind of crazy, but we see it. And you just said it. I've never heard anybody else say it, but you just said it. It's critical. After 1 year of sobriety, still some challenges. And so thank you for your honesty. I appreciate that. It takes time. You can't do this overnight. And it takes time. It takes practice. It takes changing your mindset. And you don't change your mindset overnight, right? It takes work. It takes work. And so I'm glad that you did it. You have been a pleasure to work with. Your brother, I know, is he back in Michigan or is he back?
No, he's in Texas.
He's in Texas. All right.
Yeah.
Somebody's on with a lot of noise. I'm going to have to take them out of the courtroom. And I don't know if that's Mr. Copeland, but I can't, I'm not able to hear. And it's very disruptive. All right. And so he's back, he's in Texas. Make sure that you tell him I asked about him. Make sure. I don't know who's all of that noise.
It's the LG phone, Your Honor. It's the LG.
Okay, I'm just removing folks until I figure it out. They can dial back in.
Yep, what's the LG?
Okay, all right. And so, I'm sorry, Mr. Schwartz, it's that kind of morning. And so, I do wish you well. Tell your brother he has a great brother. And so I hope that you all will continue to work together and that he'll continue to encourage you as he has done on this journey. And I wish you nothing but the best, expecting great things from you. Absolutely.
Thank you so much. I really appreciate it.
All right. Attorney Reed.
Thank you, Judge. I'm going to make a motion to close this matter with improvement. It can't be dismissed. But before I make that motion, I'd like to make a few remarks, if I may. Mr. Schwartz, congratulations on completing graduation today from drug treatment court. You were a pleasure to deal with. We understand the program is not easy, but you did everything we asked you to do. And you did get your restricted license. Congratulations on that. When the courtroom was open, we had an opportunity to meet some of your family members, I believe your mother and your brother. And I remember that your brother graduated from Michigan State, and he's a pilot, and that's my school. So I had some bonding with him. But it's good to hear that you're doing so well, that we did help Mr. Schwartz. And I'm gonna stop talking now and make that motion. Judge, I'm moving that the following case, Z807241, be closed with improvement, and that Schwartz be graduated from drug treatment court. Thank you, Mr. Schwartz. Thank you, Judge.
All right, your motion is granted. Mr. Reed, your matter is closed with improvement. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Schwartz on his successful completion of our specialty court. Congratulations to you, Mr. Schwartz. I'm expecting great things from you. Sometimes you all just drop us a line or a call or something and let us know that you're doing well, because we never throw you away. We're always here if you ever need us to point you in the right direction. Of course, without a case. We'll do it without a case. You don't need to have a case number to call on us, okay?
Absolutely. Thank you very much. I appreciate all of you.
All right, take care. Be great.
All right, you too.
All right. Okay, Mr. Griffin, are we ready on Mr. Copeland? I don't think so.
No, Mr. Copeland, can you hear us? No, he's still having trouble, so we can continue to move on, Your Honor.
Just continue to move on. All right. I believe Ms. Larson checked in first this morning, officers. Am I right?
Yes, Your Honor. All
right. Come on, Ms. Larson, unmute for me. I have the following matter 200-555-5101 for Vida Larson. Ms. Larson, state your name for the record.
Vida Doreen Larson.
Good morning to you, Ms. Larson.
Good morning, Judge Holmes.
How are you this morning?
I'm still here.
You're still here? What does that mean?
Still at Odyssey House, and I'm still here.
Yes. Okay, and how are you doing there? When people tell me that they're still just here, I'm wondering what's going on.
I'm having good days and I have bad days. You know, getting a little high blood pressure, migraine headaches. They have like 3 flights of stairs that I have to go up and down. It's, you know, it's, I'm here.
Okay, and it's my understanding that you'll be going to transitional very soon. And so hopefully they won't have 3 flights of stairs, right?
God, I hope so. I've been praying.
All right, make sure you let them know that there are issues with that. But what I want to remind you of, Ms. Larson, might be 3 flights of stairs, but you are safe and you are clean and sober.
Yes, ma'am. 65 days today.
65 days. Come on, let's celebrate 65 days. 1 day at a time, but 65. That's there right. You go. I'm so proud of you.
Yes, and my daughter gets married June 5th. So I would like to be, you know, home and taking care of some things with my daughter and picking out that dress for the wedding.
But Ms. Larson, we want you to be home and we want you to be clean and sober. And so I'm sure that's how your daughter want you home. So guess what? We still have March, April, May before we get to June. Let's take 1 day at a time. Ms. Larson, you can't talk with me. You can't talk with me. Give me a second. I'll give you a chance to talk. Let's take 1 day at a time. 1 day at a time. We'll worry about June when we get closer to June, okay? Right now, today, we are focused on Vida Larson. We are focused on her being in a clean and sober living environment and utilizing those tools that have helped you to get on a track of being clean and sober. That's my focus today. Can you focus on that with me?
Oh, absolutely.
Good, we on the same page. All right, you look great, Miss Larson.
Thank you. Yep, I've been.
You look great.
Every day, it's, you know, focus on that day, of course. But, you know, I have to be excited about my daughter as well getting married. So.
That's wonderful.
Yep.
I'm excited about your daughter getting married, but I'm also excited that if you continue to do the work that you're supposed to do, that not only will your daughter be getting married, but you will be clean and sober for that marriage, so that you can be there to share in it.
Yes, ma'am. Of course.
Yeah, that's what I want.
Yep, I will do whatever it takes this time because there is no going back. I have seen this place is hell. I'm sorry, but I won't come back to a place. I said, this place is like hell, so I won't come back to a place like this ever again.
Oh, I'm sorry to hear that it's like hell. Tell me what that's about.
That's, you know, like I said, just getting migraine headaches and the stairs and, you know, there's a lot here. There's a lot of pressure here. You know, I'm used to having a calm, cool, collective, you know, environment. And there's a lot of women here with a lot of different issues. And, you know, it's a lot to take in when you're not used to that. So.
Yeah, but you know, Miss Larson, and I understand that, but when I had you in an environment that you chose, you went back to the thing that you knew could result in your having to go inpatient. So I'm wondering, which environment do you really believe deep down within that you can thrive in? Because I put you twice in the environment that you told me you could thrive in, that you told me was clean and sober living, that you told me was the best environment. I tried it your way twice. And so now I've had to try it a different way. And so I'm wondering, because you knew that if you pick up, you would have to go back to inpatient treatment. There was a high likelihood that you would.
Yeah, in this environment.
So I'm wondering how much hell it is, because if it's hell, this is not the first time you've been there.
Right, exactly. Yeah, no, I'm saying though.
So if it was hell, I want you to follow me. Because if this was hell, if where you are is hell, and I put you in an environment twice that you consider to be heaven, why would you choose to go back to hell? Because you're only in hell based on your choice.
Yeah, I don't have to.
Something to think about. Just think about it. You don't have to give me an answer. Just think about it. So let's work. While you're in hell, let's work the hell out of hell so that when you leave hell, you don't have to go back again, because you will appreciate heaven and you will appreciate being in a calm environment where you can have calm thoughts that don't result in self-destruction. Let's do that. Let's work the hell out of hell. Everybody with me? Y'all good? Yeah, let's do it. Come on. Everybody in the courtroom like, yeah, let's do it. Let's work the hell out of hell. Because you deserve it, Ms. Larson. You're a wonderful person. You're a beautiful person. And I want you to make it. And I want you to make it because I know you can make it.
No, I know I can make it.
Yes, I know you can too. That's never been a doubt in my mind.
Mine either.
Never been a doubt.
Nope.
So let's continue to work it, okay?
I'm working it. You got it, ma'am.
All right. Who's in the room with you today?
Miss Sharp.
Okay, and who is Miss Sharp to you? What does she do with you?
Oh, I am her structure in the house. My structure in the house.
Okay, all right, very good. Is there, Miss Sharp, was there anything you needed to advise the court of?
I know, she's doing great. She's working the system in here.
All right, thank you so much, thank you. All right, let me hear from Ms. Cleveland.
Good morning, Your Honor. Toshi Cleveland, case manager for Ms. Vida Larson. I actually did receive a very positive report regarding Ms. Larson from her counselor, Ms. Majid, who's not present in the courtroom today. But she does recommend, along with myself, that transitional housing is a good next step for Ms. Larson. There's more work to be done. I have apprised Ms. Majid that I'm on board with that recommendation as well, and that I'm going to suggest and recommend that to you. They would be at Odyssey House.
Somebody else is on and talking. I'm gonna mute. I can't even mute. Can you just let Mr. Copeland know we can hear him? I can't mute him. It's not letting me. All right, go ahead, Ms. Cleveland. I'm sorry.
No, that's all right. So I did advise Ms. Majid that Odyssey House appears to be the best course of progress for her. And that's what my recommendation is to the court today.
All right, very good. Miss Larson, did you hear the recommendation? Could you hear Miss Cleveland?
No, I thought she said when I talked to her about the Stanford house.
We did investigate the Stanford House, but I believe that Odyssey House is going to be a better fit for you.
Okay. Did you hear Miss Cleveland? She said she did investigate the Stanford House, but her recommendation is that Odyssey House would be a better fit for you. Okay?
Huh, okay.
I don't know if you're frozen or can you hear us?
Yes, I can.
Okay, we just delayed. All right, very good. What are your thoughts about transition? That's the recommendation from both the provider as well as your case manager.
Yeah, that'll be fine. That'll be good. Transitional housing.
All right, do I have your commitment to continue to work hard?
Oh, absolutely. The hardest I've ever worked in my entire life. Yep.
All right.
Because I don't have to
Very
come back
good.
here again. Nope.
I understand. All right, Mr. Fikens, Mr. Reed, anything you'd like to add with respect to Ms. Larson?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Ms. Larson, I've talked to you since day one. I believe I was the person that went over the contract with you, and we want you to be safe, and we want you to be clean and sober. Drug treatment court does not last forever. You will be with your daughter. Just be patient. Work the program. Take it one day at a time. You've had some slips in the past, but that's in the past. We're working on the future now. Be safe, work the program. We know you can do it. Thank you, Ms. Larson. Thank you, Judge.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Ms. Larson, yes, you can do it, Ms. Larson. We know you can do it. You've done it before. You've proven it to yourself. Keep doing that. Keep doing that through your next phase now. Stay strong. Keep up the good work. We are proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you, Mr. Pike.
All right, thank you. And so, Ms. Cleveland, when do we have Ms. Larson coming back?
Ms. Larson will be returning on March 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom.
All right, and Ms. Larson is in, okay.
She's still in phase 1, Your Honor.
Got it. All right, very good. Did you hear your return to court date, Ms. Larson? You'll come back on Zoom to see me on March 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m., okay? Did you get that?
Okay.
If not, you can circle back
Yes,
to
ma'am.
it. All right, wonderful. Take care. Okay, thank you. All right, officer, the next case.
Have a great day. Bye.
You too, Ms. Larson. Bye-bye.
Mr. Gregory Richardson.
Mr. Richardson.
Good
You're
morning, Your
welcome.
Honor.
Good morning. How are you this morning?
I am doing great. Very well,
You
thank
are.
you. Yeah.
You are. All right. Let me place your case number on the record. I have the following matter for Gregory Richardson, 190-4472-001. Mr. Richardson, I don't see you often, and I don't know if that's good or bad.
Well,
So, but when we staff your case, I'm like, oh, he's always such a nice guy.
well, I really appreciate that. Things are going really well for me right now. I'm starting to get busier with my work because of the beautiful weather we're having.
Yes.
But I must say one thing. You know, I write things down because it's what I do when I go to my men's group. And, you know, when somebody's talking, you never want to interrupt them. But, you know, Mr. Swartz, after that 1 year, last Saturday at our men's group, we talked about that. You know, after 1 year, you start losing, not losing, but your family starts expecting it more, and your support groups and everybody. And then it's kind of fallen on you. Now, I went through that, so I totally understood what he said. And I totally could relate to what he said. I just hit 2 years, 2 months, and 3 weeks. So
yeah. Yes, sir.
Oh,
Yes.
thank you. And then Mrs. Larson, I mean, she's got to work for her family right now. I understand, you know, I mean, just for her daughter to be getting married in June is just, that's something to give you some, you know, something to work for, you know. But it is tough.
Yes.
I am sponsoring, I told you, I think last time, a gentleman, but he's doing really well. He called me a couple times, had him come over, and I went over to his house and we walked him off the edge. He thinks he can drink. They have like a Heineken 00 and a Budweiser 00. I said, you know what, just stay away from that right now. It's just kind of like
what is a 0-0? I've never heard of those.
It's like a no alcohol beer. And I said, it's not really, yeah, Budweiser and Heineken make 00, meaning no alcohol. And I've tried them before, and you know, I drink one of them and I'm done with it. But the point I guess I'm getting to, I explained to Tim, as I said, all it's doing is it's teasing you. You know, you can't do it because you're going to drink. What are you going to drink? 6 of those? You're not going to feel anything. So you're going to want to go to the real thing. And we had a good conversation, but with my work, with my men's group and everything else I'm doing, the most advice I give, stay busy and stay on track.
Yes, stay busy, doing good things, doing positive things, right?
Yes.
And stay on track, especially when you have a map that has been provided for you. If in doubt, go back to the map that was provided, right? And get back on track and then stay on track. So wonderful. Have you had any challenges since the last time I've seen you?
No, not really. Not with alcohol or drugs or anything, but you know, just with work, you know, with things that are happening and everything, just keeping your employees and all that and keeping safe, you know, that's the whole thing. And I just had an opportunity to get my first shot and I kind of passed on it because the older people I needed. I gave it up for some older people. I'm 57 and there was 2 left and
you're not old, Mr. Richardson. Hold on, I'm stopping you right there. You're not old, not at 57, sir. No. You just getting started.
Yes, you're right.
Yes, but you took your first shot.
Yes, got my first shot in.
Good.
So
I've had both. And look, I'm still here, and it's been great. So I'm glad you did it. Thank you. You're part of the solution. We appreciate you.
Yes, yes, we got to get beyond this. Everybody needs their shot, you know, with the Johnson
Yes.
Johnson, and you know, just everybody needs to get it.
Everybody. I have to imagine though, I was thinking since last summer, you know, we couldn't get out and we couldn't socialize and commingle. I would have to think that more people want pools because people are doing things at home, right?
I am pretty much sold out for this year. I can't.
Wow.
Yeah, it's just that crazy. Even above ground pools, hot tubs, anything to do in your backyard, pool tables, any of that stuff that stays home and you know, with your family and can enjoy. Yes, I mean, it's just crazy.
Yes, but it's a good thing for you.
Yeah, yeah. I just I'm at a, you know, I've been at 44 years, so I'm in a position where I can just take all the happy people. I don't want to work for the grumpy people anymore. You know, there's some really rich. There's a lot of rich people out there that aren't very nice, you know. So it's like I just want to stay away from them.
All your clients are happy people.
That's yeah, and referrals.
Yes.
Yeah.
Very
I'm looking
good.
forward to getting back and getting, you know, full bore. And we worked this winter. I mean, I had a lot of indoor work, but not like I normally do. And this weather, like I said, is just going to really amp us up. So.
All right. Anything you need us to do to help you to stay on track and stay committed to the program, committed to yourself, because that's who you're committed to.
Yes.
Anything?
I really am. No, I get great support from Brian or Mr. Griffin, and you know, so kind of on first name now.
I see.
He's been supportive in every which way you could ask for. And your court, I must say, is, I would, you know, recommend, you know, not recommend to anybody, but if you go through something like this, it's so much help, and you guys just care. That's what I'm gonna say. You guys really.
We absolutely do.
And I can absolutely do.
Yeah. Oh, yeah. All right, Mr. Griffin. Anything else you want to tell us about Mr. Richardson other than what you shared in staffing?
Mr. Richardson is doing fine. Like I said, he has the interlock device, no interlock violations or anything. The last thing he has to do is the arms. So I'm getting him signed up for arms. But other than that, all costs and fees are paid in full. You know, he's done everything. You know, continue to work hard. Like I said, even though he's doing well, I still talk to him and encourage him and everything. So, but other than that, he's been doing really well, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Is he going to the March arms, or you're going to do a later date?
I'm gonna do a later date, Your Honor.
Okay. All right, very good. All right, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything you'd like to add?
Just congratulations, Mr. Richardson. Good report as usual. I'm glad we're able to see the graduations today. Our participants have to understand that drug court does not last forever, and at some point it will be over. And today was a good day to be a part of drug treatment court. Graduations are always good days. Thank you, Mr. Richardson. Keep up the good work. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Thank you, sir.
And Your Honor, if I might add, Mr. Richardson, we say it time after time, and it's not boring to us to say what a great job you're doing, what a great job so many of our participants are doing. But we say it again to you, sir, again and again. Great job. Keep up the great work. We're proud of you.
Yes.
That means a lot, guys. It means a lot to me. It really, really, it really means a lot.
Yes. Mr. Griffin, when do you have Mr. Richardson coming back?
Your Honor, that'll be April the 8th at 9:30, and that'll be for a face-to-face.
Face-to-face, and so that'll still go down as a review. So it'll be April 8th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. All right, Mr. Richardson, keep up the great work. Always a pleasure to see you.
Thank you, Your Honor. Have a wonderful day.
You do the same. Thanks. Bye-bye.
Your Honor, may I interrupt just 1 second?
Yes.
I noticed we have a Caitlin Smith. She's here on arraignment for a bench warrant or a warrant hearing.
I don't see her. She's not in the courtroom.
I thought she was there.
Oh, there she is.
And
hello.
I would ask two things, Judge. If first of all, if I could go into a breakout room with her, and secondly, Ms. Drew could ask the prosecutor, Ms. Rogers, to come down and give him an offer on Ms. Smith's case.
All right, and so you want the offer first, and then you go into the breakout room?
It doesn't matter, either way, depending on how.
All right, Mr. Sanders.
Yes, ma'am.
We have Mr. Sanders serving today. Do you know how to reach out to the prosecutors?
Yes, CD or C? This be C?
Miss Rogers, I don't know her first name.
Okay.
Is that Sydney? Is it Sydney Rogers?
I think it's Sydney Rogers, yes, Judge.
Okay, yes, all right. Can you let her know we need an offer in specialty court?
Yes, ma'am.
Thank you.
All right, and then Mr. Fikes, just let me know when you're ready to go to breakout, okay?
Thank you. Once that offer comes in, we're ready to go, Judge, whenever.
All right, so Ms. Smith will go to breakout when the offer comes in, okay? All right, thank you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay, you're welcome. Officer, next case.
Next, Your Honor, is Mr. Mohammed Nasser.
Mr. Nasser, good morning to you.
Good morning, Your Honor.
Good morning. State your name for me.
My name is Mohammed Nasser.
All right, Mr. Nasser, I have the following for you. Case number 180770. How are you today?
I'm doing good. Thanks for asking.
You are?
How are you? Yes.
All right. How's that new baby doing?
Oh, she's doing fine.
She is.
She's doing good, yeah.
All right. And how's your wife doing? Because you have one on the way too.
Yes, she's doing fine. Yeah, she's healthy and everything is good so far. We did all the testing and the baby is good, so that's a good sign.
Very good. Very good. Mr. Nasser, tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you.
Just keeping myself busy, staying with the positive people, and I think that's the thing that helped me out. I haven't had any problem with like thinking even of alcohol. I'm happy, like really happy in my life. Keeping myself busy with work. It's been so busy. I just in the 20th of this month, I'm signing a paper for my new shop. I just bought one. Me and my friend. And
yeah, very good. Very good. And so that was one of your goals, that you wanted to open up a new garage. And so you opened the garage and now you bought a new shop as well?
Yes.
So proud of you. Congratulations.
Thank you.
Congratulations.
When I started the court, I don't have anything. Now already have 2 shops. So
look at you. And do you understand that being sober is a part of your success in life in general?
Yes. If I'm still drinking, I will not have any of those.
Yeah.
So
I'm proud of you, Mr. Nasser.
I'm just grateful, you know. I'm not mad that I have this court, that I get this ticket. I think it fixed all my life, and I need thank you guys. You guys helped me out, and Mr. Griffin has been helped me out with anything all the way. He always contacts me, always, you know. So I'm happy and thank you.
Yeah, I see you changed your hair up. I like it.
Yeah, I was sick for like a week, so just cut my hair the other day. I was very sick.
It looks nice on you. It looks nice. All right, let me hear from Mr. Griffin. We did staff your case. He reported that you're doing very well. Mr. Griffin, let me hear from you.
Okay, Your Honor, this Mohammed Nasser. Mr. Nasser is in phase 3 of the program. He has completed all conditions. He had a 24-month contract. He signed his contract with us on April the 1st of 2019. He does have an interlock device in his car. Has been no interlock violations. So he's doing really well. He's been testing, no problems with testing. And so he'll be due to graduate in 3 weeks, Your Honor, on April the 1st. So other than that, he's been working really hard. I just look at him from the day that he started to where he is now, the way his attitude has changed and just the positive. And, you know, he and came, I could see the progress that he had made from day one to here at 23 months. I mean, you can tell the difference. So
yes,
really proud of him and just continue to, you know, keep up the good work.
And no issues with the restricted license, right?
No issues, Your Honor. They haven't had any problems. He's doing what he's supposed to. I received a report yesterday saying everything is in compliance.
All right, very good. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, anything from you?
Yes, Judge, thank you. Mr. Nasser, congratulations. A good report as usual. 3 weeks, Mr. Griffin said 3 weeks and you're at graduation. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you. We know it's not easy, but you've done it. Thank you, Mr. Nasser.
Thank you.
And Your Honor, if I could add, once again, like I said to Mr. Richardson, Mr. Nasser, it's sometimes sound boring that we keep saying, great job, good work, but you've done it and you've shown to yourself, most importantly, and shown to us secondarily, that you can do this and you can make those great, great decisions. So we are proud of you, sir. Can't wait for your graduation. Thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you.
All right, very good. Mr. Nasser, do you have any questions for us?
No, thank you.
No questions? All right, Mr. Griffin, when do you have Mr. Nasser coming back?
Your Honor, that'll be April the 1st at 8:30 a.m. And like I said, we have staffed this case and that'll be for submission for graduation.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Nasser?
Yes, yes, I'm so happy.
All right. All right, so you only, and look, when he told me he was bringing you back, I think in staffing on April 1st, I said on April Fool's Day, but I think that's a wonderful thing to do on April Fool's Day.
Right.
Right? Good time to graduate.
Yes, I'm happy.
Absolutely.
And, thank you guys. I appreciate you.
All right, very good. Oh, wait a minute, we're closed on April 1st. Is that what you're telling me?
Yeah.
The clerk just looked around with them cheetah eyes, like, what are you doing, Judge? We are not open on the 1st.
Yeah, Your Honor, we'll do March the 30th. That Tuesday.
March 30th. All right, March 30th at 8:30. All right, that will be it for you. You're in great shape. Continue to do what you're doing, okay?
I will. I will.
All right, very good. Take care. Wait, wait a minute.
Oh, no, this is another matter. Okay.
Oh, okay, no, it's another matter. You may leave. Have a good day.
All right, thank you.
Yes, sir.
Miss Rogers is not here today. They wanted to know what type of
Mr. Fikens, Miss Rogers is not here today. So what kind of case does?
It's a group card case.
Oh, she's not. It's a group card case.
A group card case?
Yes.
Ms. Walker here?
So they're trying to determine who to send. See if Ms. Walker is here. She can come and do it.
Okay.
That's what, if you can, Judge, that'd be
If she
great.
can reach out to Ms. Fikens and Mr. Fikens and do it, not Ms. Fikens. She don't want to be bothered with us. All right. All right. Let's do it. Officer, next case.
Next, Your Honor, is Mr. Bektash.
Where is Mr. Bektash? There you are. All right, Mr. Yancey, are you with me? Yes, you are. Good morning, Mr. Bektash. Makaj, did I say it right a little bit?
Makaj.
Makaj. I got it. All right, I'm gonna read your case number into the record. U-504-712-19. State your name for the record.
Bektash Makaj.
All right, Mr. Makaj, how are you doing?
I'm doing pretty good. Just I moved into my apartment about a month ago, so just just trying to live life like a normal person, pretty much. Just getting used to everything.
Okay, I can't take this person. They look dead. Can somebody call? Okay, hold on. Okay, I'm so sorry. I have to turn my back.
He knocked out.
Your Honor, I will reach out to him. I apologize, Your Honor.
Mr. Gooding! Mr. Gooding is knocked out. Mr. Gooding, we streaming live. Oh.
He knocked out.
I don't even know. Okay, let me pull myself. I'm gonna have to turn his camera off, but I don't want to turn it off and then he can't turn it back on.
Yes,
Okay. All right. I'm just gonna not look back right there. Okay. Are you sure he's alive?
Yeah.
Cause. Okay. All right. Mr. Makaj, You moved into your apartment. How is that going?
I'm just trying to get used to like living like a normal person, you know, because back in my wreckage, I was just, you know, bouncing all over the place, and I didn't know really how to live life, you know. I don't know. Today I go to many meetings. I go to like 4 meetings a week. I still talk to my counselor from Safe Step. So, you know, I just keep in contact with people in recovery pretty much.
All right, very good, very good. Are you working?
Yeah, I work midnights. I just got off work at 7.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, tell me what's going on with Mr. McCodge.
Mr. McCosh, he's doing pretty good, Your Honor. He's still trying to stay the course. Obviously, he got a apartment now, so I'm sure he's really happy about that. So he's making progress. His screenings have still been how they should be, negative. So he's just trying to do the best he can. He's making a lot of progress, and obviously his sobriety is rewarding him with things like an apartment that he can be responsible enough to keep. So so far so good, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Yancey, how long did I have Mr. McCodge reporting to me?
Your Honor, I believe you said 30 days, and I think he might have 2 more weeks.
Okay, I think, was it 3 months, a 3-month delayed sentence?
Oh, I'm sorry. Yes, it was a 3-month delayed sentence. I'm sorry.
Okay, and so he still has about 2 more weeks left with me?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay, very good. So this is what I'll do, Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikes, unless you have an objection. I want him to continue to test. He's doing a great job. I will see him in 2 weeks, and then we'll proceed with the delayed sentence as long as he's continuing to do everything he's supposed to do. Any objection?
No objections, Judge.
All right, how do you think, what do you think of that, Mr. McCodge?
Yeah, that's fine with me. I like I said, I don't mind testing. That's fine with me. That keeps me on track. I mean, you know.
All right, let's do it. So he woke up. Okay. All right, Mr. McCodge. All right. I'm going to see you in 2 weeks. Mr. Yancey, what date is that?
Your Honor, can we see him April 5th, Your Honor?
Yes, April 5th works for me. Does that work for you, Mr. McCodge?
Yeah, that's fine. As long as it's in the morning, that's fine with me.
8:30, okay?
All right, that's fine.
All right, very good. Good to see you. Keep up the great work, young man. You're doing a good job.
All right, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right, take care. Okay. I'm not. All right, I see Miss Russell is that not Miss Russell, Miss Adams. Is that Alonda Adams? Alonda Arrington, not Adams. Telling y'all,
yes, Your Honor. Yes, it is.
Okay, I know she's at work, Mr. Yancey. She doesn't have any issues. I'd like to do her case quickly if we could.
We can. She's doing great, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. I have case number Z8056901 for Alonda Arrington. Miss Arrington, unmute for me and state your name.
Alonda Arrington.
All right, Miss Arrington. I see you at work. How are you doing, ma'am?
I'm doing great. I'm doing really good.
All right. Tell me what you've been doing since the last time I've seen you.
Working. I just recently received a couple of offers for new employment with the state of Michigan. So I'm currently waiting for a start date there. I'm moving to my new house. I got my car.
Yes.
So everything is really well for 2021.
Look at you. And you're doing the right thing. You're staying away from all substances. Do you understand that somehow being substance free attracts just right things to happen? Do you see the connection?
You have no idea how much I have realized that, especially like when I was doing the arms class and went to Horizon. I'm looking at things that link one another. It helps. It has helped a lot in my life.
Yes, man, and you have so much life ahead of you. This could not have been a better time for you to come and be with us. I know it's not the ideal situation, but it has certainly worked in your favor. Don't you think so?
I honestly do.
It
I do.
did.
I honestly think it worked in my favor. I didn't see it in the beginning. I hated it, but
But
it
you
has
know
worked
what? You
out pretty
always
well.
came with a good attitude, though. You always came with a good attitude.
Yeah,
Yes.
that's all I can do is try to be positive about the situation. And if you
That's
think positive,
right.
you get positive outcomes. So
There you go. How's your mom doing, Miss Arrington?
she's good. She's good. She's enjoying working from home. And then, she helps my daughter with school while I'm at work. So she's getting back into the groove of teaching. She's a retired teacher. So having my daughter there is like going down memory lane for her.
Yes, look at you. That's wonderful. That's wonderful. All right, what do you need us to help you with, if anything?
Honestly, I think that you all have done more than enough for me because there has been times where I didn't see this light that I'm seeing now. So just continuing with the great advice that you all have given me and me following those, the advice that you give me has helped a long, long, long way. It's been a long journey, but it's a good long journey.
It's a good long journey. Yes, ma'am, and you've done it well. Mr. Yancey, anything else on Miss Arrington? What phase is she in, Mr. Yancey?
Your Honor, she's in phase 3.
Okay. I need to
She just finished arms. I saw her in the line recently to pay her fines and costs. I tried to harass her, that didn't work, so she did that. And so she's really doing great. Screenings negative. She's having a good year. She deserves it. And she's put in the hard work, so she's doing great.
All right, very good. Mr. Yancey, I just need to find out, I need to update my things. Has she already completed community service?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. Did she complete alcohol highway safety?
Yes, Your Honor.
And then arms program, she's completed. What about the sobriety video?
She saw that in the beginning a long time ago, but she did see the film.
All right. Okay, wonderful. I just need to update my document. And so she's in great shape. When is she scheduled to finish the program? Or what's holding her back?
She just finished the arms real recently, so that was the only thing holding her back. And then paying her fines and costs. She did both of those within a week. So she just finished arms and she just paid her fines and costs. So now she's in good shape. There's nothing holding her back, really.
All right. And so her contract was for 14 months. Are we at the 14 months?
Yes, we are, Your Honor.
All right. So the next hearing, we should be preparing her to complete the program?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Very good. Ms. Arrington, I need you to tell me, well, you can tell me when you come back to complete the program. I want to know what you learned at arms. I know that you're at work, so I'm not going to hold you too long. Mr. Reed or Mr. Vikens, anything you want to add as to Ms. Arrington? We're preparing her for graduation for her next hearing.
Congratulations, Ms. Arrington, good report. I'm glad that drug treatment court is helping you. You're a very nice person, and I don't remember any problems at all that you've had. Keep up the good work. Be safe. We're proud of you, Ms. Arrington. Thank you, Judge. Thank you, Eric.
Thank you.
If I might add, Your Honor, we thank you for your kind words, Ms. Arrington, but it's you who's done this. You've made the decisions. You've done the heavy labor and the hard work, and we're proud of you. So we can't wait to hear from you at graduation. Thank you, Your
Honor. All right. All right. Very good, Mr. Yancey. When do you have Ms. Arrington coming back?
Your Honor, April 8th.
All right, April 8th, 2021. And do you want me to still put her at 9:30?
Yes, please.
All right, 9:30 it is. All right, Ms. Arrington, have a wonderful day. Continue to do well. Very proud of you, young lady.
Thank you.
All right, take care.
Bye-bye.
Okay. All right. Who do we have up next? I know Mr. Copeland. Is Mr. Copeland really with us? See, as soon as I call his name, he disappears. All right. I have a couple of people in the courtroom that I need to free up, and then I'll be ready for intakes, unless Mr. Griffin, oh, where's Mr. Griffin?
Mr. Copeland, can you hear us? Mr. Copeland?
Can you hear me?
Oh, you can hear us?
Yes.
Hey, Mr.
Just
Copeland.
stay right there. Don't move. Just
can
stay
hear
right
you.
there. Okay, stay right there. Don't move. Mr. Griffin, Mr. Copeland's case number is Z8056551. Mr. Copeland, I'm gonna state your name, David Copeland. Mr. Griffin, please present Mr. Copeland for graduation for completion.
Okay, Your Honor, this is Mr. David Copeland. Mr. Copeland signed his contract with us on April 9th of 2019. He had a 24-month contract. He has successfully completed outpatient treatment, attended over 112-step meetings, completed 40 hours of community service, attended the IRON program, watched the sobriety video, submitted to several urinalysis tests, attended the alcohol highway safety class, and paid all fines and costs in full. Mr. Copeland has successfully completed all conditions of the drug treatment court, and I'm recommending him for graduation today, Your Honor. And I also like to note his 23 months with us, he had no violations, so he did an excellent job, participating in drug treatment court, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Copeland, you're having some transmission issues. I do want you to know, if you can still hear me, that it has been a pleasure working with, yes, sir, I can hear you. Can you hear me?
It's been a pleasure here too.
Good. Mr. Copeland, you have always had a positive attitude. You've done everything that the court asked you to do, ordered you to do. And you have indicated to me along the way that life is better and some improvements in your life, including home improvements that you've been able to do as a result of your sobriety. I hope that you will continue with a lifetime of sobriety, and I wish you well, sir. I wish you well. Let me hear from the attorneys.
Thank you, Judge. I'm going to make a motion to close this matter out with improvement. It can't be dismissed. Before I make the motion, I'd like to make a couple of remarks. Mr. Copeland, congratulations on completing drug treatment court. When you came in the courtroom, we did have an opportunity to talk. I know you have a daughter in North Carolina or Virginia, and you talked about relocating there. I hope you're successful with all your future plans. Be safe. Judge, I'm going to make the motion now to close this matter with improvement, case number Z806551, moving to close with improvement and graduate Mr. Copeland from drug treatment court. Thank you, Mr. Copeland. Be safe.
Thank you.
All right.
And Your Honor, if I
Mr.
might add,
Fikens?
thank you, Judge. Mr. Copeland, you have done a great job while you're with us. We're sorry to see you leave. Good luck in all your future endeavors, and come back and visit us sometime when you're back in Michigan if you go down to the southern areas. But we've been proud of you all the way along. Keep up the great work, sir. Thank you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you. All right, I need everybody in the courtroom. I'm granting your motion. I'm closing that case, Mr. Sanders, with improvement for Mr. Copeland. I need everyone in the courtroom to join me in congratulating Mr. Copeland on his successful completion. Congratulations, Mr. Copeland. Congratulations. All right, Mr. Griffin, make sure he gets all of his closing documentation. Encourage him to hold on to it. And I'm going to go ahead and remove him from the courtroom. He's the Aristo 5 or S.
Yes, Your
right?
Honor. Yep.
All right, very good.
All right, thank you.
Just circle back to him.
Yeah, thank you. Appreciate it.
All right.
Okay.
No problem. All right, I have two matters in the courtroom. I'm going to do, is Mr. Morgan anywhere near? Because for Miss White, it's my understanding that she was going to get on the 800 number this morning. Were you all able to do that? Was anyone able to do that? Or is White from a different court, from another specialty court?
Miss Aunt Tamisha White is my client, Your Honor, from the Wednesday docket.
Yes. Yes. And were you able to get her? Was someone able to get her on the 1-800 number?
I know, Your Honor. I just heard from Attorney Barton that he did not relay that message to her. So it is something that we need to take care of this morning.
Okay, I need someone to get her on the 1-800 number because she has only two options as far as I'm concerned today.
Yes, Your Honor, I will get a hold of Mr. Morgan.
But I prefer the option from the 800 number, assuming she gets on the 800 number and she's honest about her usage. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. It's okay. Good morning. All right.
Sorry.
All right. So he's adorable. All right. Very good. So let's get her on the 1-800 number. Send a message to Mr. Morgan. Maybe he can facilitate that, Mr. Lorenz. Okay?
Yes, Your Honor. Working on it right now.
All right. Wonderful. Thank you. Okay. And then I have, are there any other cases? Because there are people without their cameras on. I know we're waiting on an offer for Caitlin Smith. Have we received anything?
Not yet, Your Honor.
Not yet? Okay, we're still waiting.
I'm still trying to locate the file. He needed a copy, Mr. Morgan needed a copy of the actual ticket. I'm trying to locate the ticket.
For who needed a copy of the ticket?
The prosecutor needed a copy of the actual ticket. Attorney Morgan.
Oh, Attorney Morgan. I'm like, why would Mr. Morgan need a copy of the
Attorney
ticket?
Morgan. That's what I'm trying to.
Okay, well, tell him use the ROA if he can.
Okay.
Because we're actively in court and we need him to contact Mr. Fikens.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sanders. All right, yes, Miss Cleveland.
Your Honor, we did have Miss Braylon Russell in there. I'm not sure if she's still on.
Braylon Russell came to my courtroom today with a do-rag on her head.
I sent her a message and she humbly apologized. She said, I'm so sorry.
Okay, all right. I'm gonna ask her to start her video, Miss Russell. And then we'll do Mr. Hawkins. I see you smiling over there. Almost made me set it off this morning. All right. And then I have Mr. Hawkins. Mr. Morgan, can you, I know that Mr. Lorenz had to work from home today. Can you get Miss White on the 1-800 number?
Yes, I was just waiting for them to talk to her.
But she needs to, Miss White, you need to know that I know you've had 2 positive drug screens for cocaine, okay?
Can I say that I tested positive Saturday and then they had me coming back Monday, so it was on the same thing, it was on the same test.
Okay, a positive cocaine test is a positive cocaine test for me, okay?
Yes, ma'am, but I did it not knowingly because the lady that transferred me around, she gave me 2 late cigarettes.
No, ma'am, I already spoke with the folks at the facility, not me, the case manager, about the likelihood of testing positive from that and scientifically impossible. So I'm sorry. So you've got a bigger problem. You're in denial, and that's a bigger issue for me. So this is what I'm going to say to you. You're going to get on that 1-800 number this morning, and you need to be honest. Be honest with yourself. Because if you're dishonest with yourself and therefore you end up being dishonest with them, you're going to end up at the Wayne County Jail. I would rather see you go into inpatient treatment and let's get some help and get you on track, okay? But the choice is up to you. But those are your 2 options today. You're either going inpatient treatment or you going to the Wayne County Jail. You need to be honest with yourself, ma'am. You need to be honest with yourself. That's why you can't believe the stuff that your friends tell you in the streets, especially when they have not dawned the doors of a university, a college, or a science lab with a degree or a white coat. You can't believe the hype because let me tell you, the science does not lie. You had 2 positive screens, and that's an issue for me, and I want to help you, but you got to be honest with yourself, okay? I can't help you in the Wayne County Jail. You're just gonna sit there. Then you'll get out, and then I'll be able to help you. But today, if you're honest about your usage, I can help you. I can start that help right now. Okay? All right. Thank you so much. All right. Mr. Lorenz, she's going into the room with the conference room with Mr. Morgan, and they're going to get on that 1-800 number.
Yes, Your Honor. Thank you.
Thank you. All right. Let's do Braylon Russell, who came on with a do-rag this morning. All right, Miss Russell, I'm ready. Where's her case number on here?
I can read it if you like, Your Honor.
Why don't you see? Yeah, here it is. Okay. Case number 19C41492. Miss Russell, state your full name.
Braylon Russell.
All right, Miss Russell. How are you this morning?
I'm good. How are you?
I'm doing well now. You look better today. You look better.
I feel so much better. I feel so much better. I'm so happy. And my granddaddy is doing so much better. He's still in the hospital, but he's doing so much better. And I think us separating is what started our healing and our full recovery and getting away from each other and actually healing in separate places. It has done amazing things for my grandfather, and I'm so grateful. But yes, I'm doing a lot better health wise. I took my last COVID test yesterday, and I also had my doctor give me a drug screening test, and those results will also be sent to Miss Cleveland just for verification. Just because I've been sick and I know that I am in a drug treatment program, and I want to,
Hold on, somebody has to be muted. I'm not sure who's talking.
Your Honor,
I just called
Mr. Copeland and told him to get off. That was him. He's still on the screen. I thought that Aristo file telling him to hang up.
Oh, I'm sorry, Mr. Reed, I muted you. Okay. I don't see the. It's not sure. Oh, it is up here though. Okay, I removed him. I don't know what happened. Okay, I'll remove him again.
Yeah, there it goes.
Okay, there we go. All right. So go ahead, Ms. Russell. I'm sorry about that.
Yes. So those results.
Sir, hold on, Ms. Russell. I don't know who that gentleman is that keeps coming into my courtroom with that hat on. But in 2 seconds, I'm gonna say that he has to come down to the courthouse because we've announced it when the officer opened court, no hats. I chatted, take your hat off in the court. We've said, take your hat off. This is my last time. If he comes back in my courtroom, I'm gonna remove him, I'm gonna block him, and then he'll have to come physically into the courthouse. That's just, I don't wanna use that word. All right, Ms. Russell, let's try it again. What were you saying?
Okay, so so those results will be sent to my Miss Cleveland today. I just, want all my ends to be covered because, I want to comply. I want to be in this program. I feel like it's very helpful. I love how much y'all care for not just me, but everyone that I see you talk to. So, I appreciate being here. I also talked to my counselor yesterday because in regards to when we will be able to start doing the in-person meetings, the office is still not open yet. I don't know when they're going to start opening those things. I have been doing my AA meetings. I really love my AA meetings. I go to one because it's 2 times a week, so it's easier to keep track on it because we got to do it by Zoom now. I really, really like it. I like the host. They're really, really good people. And it's not a AA meeting full of people that's in court or on probation. So these are people who are really just living their lives sober free. And, when you have certain environments, and I feel like when you just used to certain things, being in certain places and used to certain things, it makes you feel like it's something wrong or like you're an outsider if you're sober or if you don't do certain things. And I've gotten to the point where what is the problem with being sober? It is so many people out there who choose on their own not to drink, not to smoke, not to do anything and live great lives, still go out and have fun. You know what I'm saying? I think I just gotten to the point where you can have a great time without having any drugs or having a drink. You don't have to have a drink to have a good time when you go out to eat. You don't have to, when you want to support somebody, you don't have to engage in certain things to have a good time and to be your true self, I feel, So I'm just really getting to the point where I'm understanding and I'm being okay with that because I will be honest, in the beginning, I didn't want to go or do certain things because I felt like, well, if I can't drink, why am I going? I'll be honest. That's how, my mindset was about a lot of things in the beginning when I had to go through this because I was upset. On one hand, I'm upset with myself, upset that I'm in a situation. So I'm not looking at it in the, perspective that I'm supposed to be looking at it. So I would just be like, no, I'm not going, I'm not doing that. And it ended up me not supporting certain things and certain people because more so me being selfish, me feeling like I wouldn't have a good time or like I couldn't enjoy myself if I couldn't engage in certain things. And I feel like me finally understanding that makes this journey so much more rewarding and beneficial. Yeah. And I've found so many more things to focus on and like just just so many things my grandma been saying for years, just things I should have been doing. It's just like, I just really wish he was
But it's
here
never
because
too
it's like,
late.
I know. It's just like, I wish all of this would have clicked a long time ago.
That's okay. She
Long
planted
time
the seed. She planted the seed. And so look, one thing, when we love our children, our grandchildren, and we probably love our grandchildren more than we love our children, we plant that seed, whether we live to see it flourish or not.
Right.
We are still proud of you. And your grandmother is still very, very proud of you that
I'm
you
sorry.
got it.
I'm sorry.
No, it's okay. You got it. You got it. And so trust me, she is proud of you that the seed, now that she's planted in you, all those things you said you should have been doing, you are doing them now. And guess what? Your grandfather is here to attest to it, to say, Braylon got it. She finally got it. So look, you are young, and what better time to get it? You got it early enough in life that you can go out here and set the world on fire with your gifts, with your talents, with your skills and your abilities. And I'm expecting nothing less of you. And so I know you've made some mistakes in the past. We all have. But look, you have been given the opportunity to recover. And so do it, work it, embrace it. And I'm glad that you're doing better. I was having some concerns. I don't think Braylon's ever said more than 5 words to me in a hearing. I stopped counting. When I got past 5, I was like, oh, wait a minute, she got a lot of words. I ran out of fingers. And she got a lot of words today. But I'm just glad that it's like the light has come on. And you understand that sobriety and being free of substance, that it really makes a difference in every single aspect of your life. Not just on your job, not just at home, but you said, I'm more focused now. You're probably focusing in on things that you should have been focusing on. Because what I do know is you're very smart. You're very intelligent. Absolutely. So you're
even in
probably looking at
relationships,
some things.
even in
Yeah.
friendships, it's little things. It's like, it's really little things. Like, and it just, when you know better, it hits you a little harder when you know you should have been doing better a long time ago.
Yeah, but you're doing it now, and I'm proud of you. I am. I'm proud of you. I'm so happy to hear your granddad's doing much better. I am. And so just make sure before he comes home that you maybe think about getting the cleaning service to come in and make sure everything is good. Everything is good. They have all kind of gadgets on the market now.
Yeah, and I've seen it's all type of little just airborne stuff they sit and it just do. It just do what it's supposed to do.
I'm telling you, I am the COVID police, and my house is like going to COVID prison because I'm not playing. So, and you can go in stores like Marshalls and TJ Maxx even and find some of these things. Or you can go online to Staples or to Amazon. I'm just sharing.
2-day shipping, boom, right to the door.
Right to the door if you have Prime. Yes, ma'am.
Right, exactly.
And so just make sure it's safe for your granddad to come on and safe for you because you've had some recovery to do. Safe
and
for you.
I'm the oldest of 5. Well, you don't know. I'm the oldest of 5 girls. So, I have a lot of, and the youngest is 4.
No, I didn't know that.
Yes. So I have,
you
I have
4 little sisters looking up to you.
And the
How
youngest
old
is 4.
The youngest?
4. Exactly. Now she knows she had no business.
That you stay out of your mama's business. Look, the youngest is 4. Braylon, that means you have to do the right thing. You've got 4 little girls that are looking up to you, whether they say it or not, whether they know it or not, whether you think they are or not, they are looking up to you. And what they see you do, there's a high likelihood that they will do it too. So this is a great time for you. It is. I'm so proud of you. I am. I'm so proud of you.
I'm sorry about the bonnet. I'm looking a little raggedy, so I tried to keep the bonnet on.
She almost made me set it off this morning. My whole world got discombobulated, and it's just
Soon
been
as I put
everything.
my
That's what
camera
happened.
on, you disabled me.
I sure did, because I'm like, I'm about to go in. And so then everything else afterwards just is funny. You see, I've been laughing, folks been sleeping. I wanted to make sure they was alive. I mean, I've just been laughing all morning. It's horrible. All right, Miss Cleveland, what do you want to tell me about Miss Russell that she has not said or that we have not discussed in staffing?
Your Honor, I just want to say that after our staffing, I had a long talk with Ms. Russell, and I'm very pleased to hear what I'm hearing today. She is ready to regain her footing in this program. She did go yesterday to go test. I did get a progress report from Ms. Rose regarding her individual therapies from NC.
ADD? Yes.
I got that. She's compliant with that. Once I get her test results, you know, I'm hopeful that she's progressing forward in the program again with those. And she does know that as soon as she is able to, she will restart her.
As soon as she gets a clearance from COVID. Right.
Oh,
now,
I do one more thing about the arms.
Go ahead.
I want to know if I could possibly get set up to do for the April's arms.
Talk with Miss Cleveland about that. And if she makes that recommendation that you can do it, I don't have an issue with it, okay?
Okay.
But I do want to ask about, I have in my notes that there was a matter pending in Troy and a matter pending in Birmingham. What's going on with those matters?
I have a court date. Troy or yes,
Troy and Birmingham.
Troy is good. I'm compliant with them. They are looking at basically going with the recommendation from the judge was to just abide by everything I'm doing in the sobriety court because I'm doing, I was doing so much, so they just chose to do that way. And then the Birmingham one, I have a court date set for that case.
Okay. All right. And so you need to make sure that you're there or however they're doing court. Okay.
Yeah, it's through a Zoom meeting. Yep.
Okay. I want to make sure you stay on top of that. Look, I hope that you'll be able to come out of both of those matters with dismissals. I don't have any control over that, but let me tell you who does. You do. Because if you work this program, do the things that you're supposed to do, what I order you to do, the judge in Troy, obviously cooperative and said, we don't want to overtax you, but look, you don't do what you're supposed to do. That judge is not going to be happy with you. Hopefully the judge in Birmingham, once they find out all the things that we're doing, and let's make sure we send out communications to both of those courts to let them know that she's in our program and make sure we outline what she's required to do, like maybe a copy of the contract. And so hopefully they'll work with us because I don't want to see you with a record. I just don't.
Exactly.
That's
and then
what
I'm in school for nursing, so I'm really like focused on getting this because I have to get all of this taken care of, and then I have to get my record cleared to finish nursing school because I can't be a nurse with nothing on my record.
That's right. They won't license you in the state of Michigan.
They will not license me. So this is so critical, not only to my personal, but for my life and the career that I've been working towards, So it's very vital that I continue and I, stay on course and stay on track.
Yes, ma'am. So you remember that, okay? Because I will. So you remember that. All right, Mr. Reed. Yes, I will. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens.
Yes, Judge. Thank you. Mr. Russell, you look so much better today than the last time we saw you. I'm glad that your health is turning around and you're feeling better. Keep up the good work. Be safe. You have a real positive attitude, and that's a good starting point. We're proud of you. Be proud of yourself. Thank you, Ms. Russell. Thank you, Judge.
If I might add, Your Honor, Ms. Russell, first of all, you're doing a great job. Secondly, I love your insight that you have about yourself and the other people around you. Keep up that great work, man. We are very proud of you. Thank you, Judge.
Thank you.
Absolutely. All right. When do you have Ms. Russell coming back to court by way of Zoom?
Your Honor, she will be returning on March 25th, 2021 by Zoom at 8:30 a.m.
At 8:30. Did you hear that, Ms. Russell? March 25th. All right, I'm proud of you, young lady. Stay the course. Do what you're supposed
Okay.
to do. You've got a lot riding on it.
Period.
All right. Yes, ma'am. My daughter does that all the time. Period. I'll be like, what? And every time I use it, she says, "Wrong, mom. That was supposed to be a comma." I'm like, oh, okay. All right. Take care.
Okay. Have a great day.
All right. You too. All right, Mr. Fikens, I need you to check your email. Attorney Morgan sent you an email with his contact information on the Caitlin Smith matter. Thank you, Mr. Sands.
Very good, Judge.
All right, very good. Okay, are we ready to do our intakes? I'm struggling with this one little person that's on my intake.
I still need to talk to Mr. Pringle. I haven't been in the breakout room with Mr. Pringle.
Well, Mr. Pringle keeps bouncing in and out of my courtroom. Mr. Pringle keeps coming in with the hat on. I'm not certain what's up with Mr. Pringle, but I'm gonna put his name in and put you in a thing. Get him together all together, because that has worked on my okay. All right, I'm assigning you, Mr. Reed, to breakout room number 2.
Thank you.
Please, Mr. Pringle, accept that invitation, and then let me know. While we're doing that, please make sure. We don't have spray. I'm gonna bring some spray, because someone gave me some spray as well for Lysol. Like Lysol. Do we have some?
I don't have a spray, but I have this.
The spray that we have.
It's not good.
Correct.
Oh yeah, he has some wipes too. They make me nervous when folks stand at that podium, because I need to make sure we COVID clean. All right, let's do Mr. Hawkins. Can we do Mr. Hawkins? And then we'll be ready for the intakes. And then I think that's everybody that's in the courtroom. I'm looking, other than my intakes, and then Miss White. All right. And then I'll need to call the remainder of the docket, because there were some face-to-face matters that happened today. All right, I have the following matter for Gregory Hawkins, 1704-547801. Mr. Hawkins, state your name for the record.
Gregory Hawkins.
All right, Mr. Hawkins. Do you know why I brought you into court today?
Because of the Zoom accident we had with the Zoom thing.
Yeah, you sat in the courtroom for almost 2 hours, and then when it was time for your hearing, you didn't have a camera. But then this the kicker. After I said he had to come into the courthouse, then all of a sudden, after I let everybody go, he appeared on camera with a video. Yes, Mr. Hawkins, what you want to tell me?
Okay, I was intrigued. They were doing all that. But when I got home, this is the first experience I had doing the Zoom thing with you. So, it was a little bit confusing, but Ms. Cleveland helped me with it. So I'm on top of it now.
All right, because I needed to see you, because you had that little stubborn streak, Mr. Hawkins, and you know how you do me.
No, I'm better. I'm getting better.
I know you're getting better. I needed to make sure.
Yeah.
I'm like, I need to make sure Mr. Hawkins is all right.
Yeah.
So bring him down to this courthouse. All right.
I ain't got no problem with it.
I see you came in this morning. I was shocked. I was like, all right.
I'm on the team now.
You on the Gregory Hawkins team, because we've been on the team without you. That's the reality of it. We've been on the team without you. And so, all right. So, Mr. Hawkins, you doing okay?
I'm doing good.
All right, you're back at home?
Yes, ma'am.
How's that working out, Mr. Hawkins?
I'm pleased with it. I like my place. I'm doing what I need to do. I'm going to outpatient. I'm making meetings. It's about me changing the way I think. My thinking. You know what I'm saying? Coming here this morning to court this morning and hear a lot of people talk about how they've been successful going through this program. It gives me some hope.
Yes, sir. Because you are such a wonderful person, Mr. Hawkins.
Yeah.
And so you deserve it. You've worked hard in life.
Yeah.
You retired from Chrysler?
Well, I didn't retire, but I got a pension.
Yes, I remember you told me. I know you had some money coming in from Chrysler.
Yeah.
And so, look, you paid your dues.
Yeah, you're right.
And so you deserve to live your life sober and in recovery and making some good choices for yourself.
Valid, that's valid.
Now, since you've been home, have you had to change some of the company that you've been keeping?
For me, it's like I said, it's about change. I'm being with people that's trying to do something positive in their life. I'm making a lot of meetings. I'm dealing with a lot of my support group.
All right. You don't have anybody living in that apartment that's not clean and sober, right?
No.
You living by yourself?
Yep. With my daughter's help, she's still my financial, advisor. She handles all my affairs. But I'm getting better. I put it like that. You know what I'm saying?
All right.
Yeah.
And so what's been hard for you since you've been home?
Not really. I got one issue, getting around with this telephone, action is possible. When you think about it, you know what I'm saying? Move the tellers.
I like the way he smoothly brought that in. How long has he been on that tether?
When he went to the Mariners Inn, Your Honor, they did have to release him on the GPS tether. That I have gotten some feedback from the tethering agent, and he's been remaining close to his home. I think they saw him going to the dollar store, but he's not really going out and about that they're detecting. And even in his vicinity, they see all his movements in the vicinity.
All right, nothing questionable.
Nothing questionable.
All right.
And I talked directly to them as well.
Oh, wonderful. And so you know why I had that tether on you, right?
Yeah, I know to keep me in track.
Because you left me and didn't even leave a note. Didn't even tell me where you were going to be hanging out at. So I had to put that tether on you. Are you ready? Look, a tether is not going to keep you clean and sober.
I know that.
It's not. It'll just let me know where to find you.
Right. Valid. That's valid.
And eventually we find you, right?
Yeah. Like I said, it's a slow process change, I'm trying to change.
It is. But as long as you're rolling up your sleeves every day and trying. Miss Cleveland, do you think he's ready to come off of that tether?
Honestly, Your Honor, I do. I think because he's showing signs. He's testing negative. I have his results. Also, he has shown me his attendance in AA meetings or the NA meetings. But I do need to just make contact and get the intake information from Mr. Killing, who's going to be your DRP. I don't know if you saw him or not yet last time.
I have.
Okay, but he just needs to send me the intake information. But
he's going to do his outpatient at DRP?
Yes, Your Honor.
Okay.
And Mr. Hawkins calls me. He is very, very regular about calling me once a week to let me know, even when he's about to go test, he will call me and let me know I'm about to go test.
And no issues with testing?
Not thus far. And I am here for Mr. Hawkins. I'm supporting him with or without his tether. I want him to know you can call me and call the 14 times. Because we're going to help him do this.
All right. I saw Mr. Morgan stuck his head out of that conference room. He was ear hustling when he heard you talk about that tether. What you want to say, Mr. Morgan?
Yeah, I just asking about the tether this morning. We've been putting bill for this tether for a long time, so we think it's time for him to come off the tether. We just want to remind you that we know you might have, responded the first time, but please do not leave. We want you to finish the program successfully. We know you're ready to come off the tether, and we know you doing a good job, but just stay patient. It's gonna come, and just keep doing what you're doing, because I hear good things about you. All right?
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Very good.
I want to be a team player, Josh, on your team.
Can you play better without a tether?
Yeah, I can play better. I can be a key player.
You could be a key player. Mr. Fikens, any objection to Mr. Hawkins? I wish you could see him. He looks great today. He really does. You look good. You've got your nice brown, smooth, pretty color back. You look good. You picked up some weight, but it's good weight. Yeah, and you look healthy.
I feel better.
You do.
And I want to stay consistent with it.
And stay consistent. Yes.
That's the key. You stay consistent. I ain't looking back. I'm looking forward.
Look forward, because you have so much to look forward to. And your daughters came to court one time. Do you remember that?
I know she came on Zoom.
Yeah, on Zoom, that's what I mean, in our virtual courtroom. Do you know your daughters love you?
Yeah, they do. They do. They all I got. My family, my grandkids. I'm the elder now, and it's time for me to stand up and do my part.
And those babies are watching. Those young folks, they are watching. You are leaving a legacy, whether you want to or not, whether it's a good one or a not so good one. You are leaving a legacy. And I want the conversation, you know, about their granddaddy when you 50 years from now, when you're gone, to be that, you know, he was a fighter. He set a good example. He made some mistakes, but he got up and he got it right, and he pushed through, and he made a difference, and he made sure we did the right thing because he was doing the right thing. That's what I want your grandkids to sit around the table and talk about.
Right.
Yeah, that's what I want them to say about you.
But, you know, the day coming down here has been a real positive experience. Me and other people achieving things in their life.
Yeah.
That's where the hope is. You know what I'm saying? I can do it.
You can. You can.
Thank you, Judge Holmes.
Yes, sir. No, thank you. You know, I don't like people to tell me thank you. I like people to live thank you. Live it out. Live it out. It speaks volumes when you live out thank you. All right, let me hear from Mr. Ficus. What do you want to say about Mr. Hawkins?
Well, it's good to see Mr. Hawkins right now. You do look much better, sir. I'm glad to see you upright, and I'm glad to see you talking well, and I'm glad to hear the things you're saying, because they show that you mean what you say and say what you mean. And we are proud of you, sir, for that. Keep up the great work. You're doing great. Thank you.
All right, no objections to the removal of the tether, right, Mr. Ficus?
No objections, Judge.
All right, then I am going to grant your request. I'm going to remove the tether. Don't you remove it. Let's schedule for them to come out today as quickly as possible to remove that tether, all right? And then I want to make sure we come up with a plan for Mr. Hawkins to make, I know he's got his, should be outpatient treatment or intensive outpatient treatment. He's got his meetings, he's got his sponsor. Let's make sure we have a good recovery plan for him, because you're going to work a recovery plan for the rest of your life. You have to. You have to. All right. It's good to see you today.
Thank you.
All right. When you have him coming back, Ms. Cleveland?
Your Honor, we have him coming back on March 25th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m. via Zoom, and he's confident that his Zoom is working okay, right? He got on his And then I just want to add for the record to Your Honor that I also am very hopeful he remains committed to his physical health, and that he keeps those appointments up as well, because he does have physical health needs that he has to make sure he's on top of.
All right, Mr. Hawkins, I don't need you sober and not healthy. They go together.
Hand in hand. You go hand in hand.
All right, so I need you to follow up with your appointments. Do the things that you're supposed to do. Follow the instructions of your treating physicians, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
Do I have your word on it, or do I need to write it in order?
You got my word.
All right, I'm gonna take your word. I'll see you in the virtual courtroom on March 25th at 8:30, okay? All right, you're free to leave.
Have a pleasant day.
You too. Take care of yourself. Be safe.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Let's do it. Okay, Mr. Ficus. I cannot. Did he just go off?
I doubt it was him, Judge. I think he was asleep.
Okay, Miss.
There he is.
Okay. Oh, okay. There he goes. All right. Are we ready on the intakes, Mr. Reed? Can I close the breakout room?
Yes, Judge, we're ready on the intake. Thank you.
All right. Very good. I'll bring them in. Ms. Robs, I think I sent you back one contract that was electronically signed. On the admissions form, please make sure that the appropriate box is checked. I did not sign the other one, and so I'll make sure I get that to you.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. There we go. Let's do it. I said, just so that I can close out the docket after the intakes, can I put the remaining cases on the record very quickly?
Yes, Judge, and I also need to speak with Miss Caitlin Smith.
Okay, do you have the intake? Do you have the offer?
I do, Your Honor.
All right, wonderful. Mr. Vikings, you have someone to present for intake, is that correct?
That is correct. Mr. Gooding, I have to present. So however that works out for this court.
Okay, I'll do the two intakes, and then I'll send you in Miss Caitlin, and while you all are doing that, I'll call the remainder of the docket. All right, so let's do Miss Smith, you'll have to hold on just a little while longer. All right, I am ready on Carol Gooden. The following cases, 1905. Wait a minute, one second. I did a sheet for a Robin Norwood. That's not for today?
No, Your Honor, that she's for tomorrow.
For tomorrow, okay, wonderful. And then I did so today I'm doing Gooden and Pringle. Thank you, I have it straight now. I have the following cases for Mr. Gooden. I have case numbers 1905, 793-301, and I also have case number U 55883-920. Mr. Gooden, please unmute and state your name for the record. Oh, yes, sir.
Okay, yes. Okay, you're able to hear me now?
Yes. Okay, thank you so much, Mr. Sanders. Mr. Gooding, state your name for the record.
Harold Leon Good.
Try it again, sir.
All right, yeah, try it again. I can't hear you. You're not in a good space. You need to get in a good space. I'm gonna have to come back to you.
Can you hear me now, ma'am?
I can. State your name for me.
Carol Leon Gooden.
All right, good morning to you, sir.
Good morning, Your Honor.
All right, I also have, well, I'll do his in a second. All right, who's presenting, Mr. Gooden?
I am, Your Honor.
All right, Ms. Robs, you may proceed with your presentation.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before the court, Your Honor, we have Mr. Carol Leon Gooding. He is a referral from Judge Bryant. His charges are entering in a vacant building without authorization and controlled substance use. He is a 69-year-old African-American male. His highest level of education is a GED. He's currently unemployed. He is an Army veteran. He has 3 children, one 35, 40, and 45-year-old. He reports that he does want to participate in Veterans Treatment Court. He does admit, Your Honor, that he has a substance abuse problem, which began at the age of 15 with alcohol and cocaine.
Girl, this man is on my thing, opening something with his mouth. Let me. I can't. All right, go ahead, Ms. Robs. Go ahead.
I apologize, Your Honor. He does admit that he has a problem with alcohol since the age of 15 years old and cocaine use since the age of 22 years old. He did participate in screening at ATS March 5th, 2021. His results were positive, Your Honor, for cocaine. He does not have any felony convictions for violent offenses. He hasn't participated in Veterans Treatment Court in the past 10 years. And I'm here today, Your Honor, to present him as a candidate for Veterans Treatment Court. Your Honor.
All right, I'm a little concerned, Ms. Robs.
Yes,
he had a positive cocaine screen on the 5th. Why are we just doing his intake on the 11th? Did you notify Judge Bryant that he had a positive cocaine screen on the 5th?
No, I did not, Your Honor.
Okay, Mr. Gooding. Mr. Gooding may have to come in. When is the last time you've used cocaine?
On the 1st of March.
No, not on the 1st of March. I need you to be honest. Let's try one more time. When is the last time you've used cocaine?
On the 1st of March.
All right, Miss Robs, when is the last time? Well, I want you to stop making those faces because that's scaring me. All right, Miss Robs.
Yes, Your Honor.
When is the last time that Mr. Gooden tested?
The 5th, Your Honor. They had not caught his color again at ATS. I'm assuming they would have caught it between very soon, Your Honor.
I'm sorry. So the last time he tested was on the 5th, and he was positive for cocaine.
Yes.
And they have not tested him again yet.
No, Your Honor.
All right. And so, excuse me, I'm talking. And so, Ms. Robs.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need him to test on today.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need Mr. Gooden to go and test today. I'll talk about my concerns with this case later, but I need it because when some of the behavior that I witnessed this morning, I wondered if there was something else going on. Wasn't sure, but I need a screen today. Mr. Morgan, I need to bring up a concern with you. And so I need him to screen on today, okay? Because Mr. Gooden may need to come in. And let me let you finish your presentation, and then we'll go from there. Go ahead.
He has completed a substance abuse evaluation, but he does need to complete the Needs Plus. He was having some difficulties with doing it on his own, and so Mr. Kusheri indicated that he would assist in helping him complete that assessment, Your Honor.
All right. And so what are your recommendations for Mr. Gooden?
Recommendations, Your Honor.
Did he get on the 1-800 number, or is he going through Mr. Kusheri?
He's going through Mr. Kusheri. I had the opportunity to speak with Mr. Kusheri. Mr. Gooding had made Mr. Kusheri aware that he did not want to participate in inpatient. He did inform Mr. Gooding that it's not his decision. It's ultimately up to you, Your Honor.
Is that the recommendation for inpatient?
That's my recommendation, Your Honor. According to Mr. Kusheri, if he does get inpatient, then he could get into Emmanuel House very quickly. If outpatient, then it would have to be towards the end of March in order for him to get into outpatient in the VA.
Okay, but your recommendation is inpatient treatment, Ms. Robs?
Yes, Your Honor.
And tell me what you base that recommendation on.
Well, I based that recommendation, Your Honor, on Mr. Gooding's cocaine usage, the length of time that he's used the substance, just based on brief observation, Your Honor, his past non-compliance with his probation, with being on probation. He had been in absconder status since 2019, so it's not really, there's no real indication of what he has been doing. I know in his files, in his probation file, he has a long history of testing positive for cocaine, Your Honor. And so I believe that, and then he also indicates that, he's going from one place to the next. He states that he has stable living conditions, but I do have my concerns regarding that. I do think, Your Honor, that if he does go into inpatient, he'll have the opportunity to receive some treatment, possibly some detox, some relapse prevention tools, and get the help that he needs. He reports he hasn't been at a hospital in 3 years. I believe he does need some medical assistance and some care. And I think that while in inpatient, Your Honor, he'll be able to receive the benefits of that as well.
All right, thank you. Excellent, Ms. Robs, thank you.
Thank you.
Who met with Mr. Gooden?
I did, Your Honor.
All right, Mr. Fikes, what do you want to tell me about Mr. Gooden? The recommendation is for inpatient treatment. I have observed some concerns with Mr. Gooden on this morning as well, but I'll hear from you.
And thank you, Your Honor. I don't know if some of his sleep is because of his age or anything else. But as to the inpatient, we did talk about that at some length because he did indicate that while he wouldn't want to go to inpatient, we certainly talked about the fact that he would certainly be willing to follow any of these the judge's orders. And if that involves inpatient, then it involves inpatient. I told him it's not forever. We want you to be independent. We want you to have a good life. And that good life means not in an inpatient forever. And I think he understood that. He was honest with me, Judge, and he was honest. He told me of his cocaine use. I didn't confront him. He said that open and voluntarily, whether it was the first or sometime later. I'm glad that he admits to his cocaine use, and he certainly understands that he needs help in that regard. I do want to let this court know he was also honest with me that he said he had a beer last night. And I'm glad that he is honest about that. I didn't elicit that from him. He told me that himself. I thought those were good first steps to take because I think honesty is a thing that's going to help him the best, whether it's inpatient or outpatient. And while a lot of our clients come in and have problems with going to inpatient because they feel they're in a secure environment. We've had clients like that today, even who wanted to go elsewhere and go to family members and other people. I get that. That's human nature to want to do that. I'm glad that he said that he will do everything that this court orders. I think he's being serious about it. I believe him to be. He's certainly of an age that when he gives his word, it ought to be good. He's a little bit older than me, and so he's got to. And I accept that at that age, your word should be good, and I hope that's true in Mr. Gooden's case because otherwise he's been honest with the judge. So I do recommend him for acceptance into the program. While he certainly had indicated to me he didn't want to go to inpatient, he also made it clear to me that he would follow the dictates of the court.
All right. And Mr. Fikens, I should let you know that Mr. Sanders did indicate to me that he has 3 outstanding warrants for entering without permission. And so those are outstanding. He's printed out the ROAs. We'll talk about that later. He's in warrant status, though. I just want to make sure you're aware of it, okay?
And he mentioned he had outstanding warrants here and also a matter in Hazel Park. We talked about that as well, Judge. So I was made aware.
Okay, so he has another. So he has another one in Hazel Park.
Yes, and he doesn't remember the nature of the incident, but it is outstanding. He has not taken care of it.
Okay, all right. All right, Mr. Gooding, do you want to work the program and get clean and sober?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, do you understand that you have a problem with cocaine and with alcohol?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, and you want help with that problem?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. I have some concerns, Mr. Gooden. I do, I have some concerns. You had a recent positive test for, I need somebody to answer the phone because that's the DDC calling, please.
I'm sorry, that's what I was on hold.
Oh, okay. All right, thank you. I do have some concerns about your level of treatment. The recommendation from Ms. Robs is that you go inpatient treatment. You had a positive screen recently. You're going to screen today. And I know you've had beer, but you're going to screen today. I don't know what that screening is going to show, but you know what it's going to show, right? You know what's going to come back in the screening today, right?
Actually, I have no idea, Your Honor, because I had not used since the 1st. And then I tested on the 5th and it was positive.
Okay. Well, so on the 1st, if that's the last day you used, that means you used a lot of cocaine on the 1st, which is another reason why you need to go to inpatient treatment so that you can get the help that you need. If your last usage was on the 1st and you tested positive on the 5th, you used a lot of cocaine. And so we need to get you in a, I'm sorry?
Over a lot of years.
No. This has nothing, the test on the 1st has nothing to do with a lot of years. It has to do, the test on the 5th has to do with what's currently in your system on the 5th, okay? And so you used a lot of cocaine, sir. If your story is your last use was March 1st. So if you're gonna do the program, you're gonna have to go to inpatient treatment. And I need you to go and be willing to work it. Do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. Ms. Robs, is there a bed available at Elmhurst?
Your Honor, I can get on the phone and see. I'm sure that they will make accommodations.
All right, with Mr. Kasheri, I thought I heard you say something about if he did inpatient Elmhurst could accommodate him.
Emmanuel House, Your Honor. I
Emmanuel House, I'm sorry, I got it wrong. No, you said Emmanuel House, I just got it wrong. All right, and so I need you to see if Emmanuel House can accommodate him today.
Yes, Your Honor.
I need him tested today, whether it's at Emmanuel House or through one of our third-party providers. I do need him tested today.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And so how quickly can you get that response for me?
I can get it within a matter of 5 minutes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And then also, I'd like to know how we would facilitate that. If he would need to come to the courthouse and then we get him there, or how, if Mr. Kasheri could work with him to get him into inpatient treatment.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. So, Mr. Gooden, can you get yourself together for today so we can get you some help?
Yes, Your Honor. Your Honor, could we do this Monday, perhaps? You know,
no, we can't do it Monday.
Allow me to say, I was not expecting to just drop everything and go today. You know,
here's the thing. If you were here at the courthouse and you had a positive screen for cocaine on the 5th, you would be going to the Wayne County Jail today. Instead of the Wayne County Jail, you're going to go to treatment. All right? There's no good time to start treatment. There's no good time. There's never a convenient time, but you've got to do it because it's the right thing to do for yourself. Okay?
All right.
So that's why I want you to go today. I need you to test today. So I'm going to have you just sit right there and Ms. Robs will get me some answers. I saw Mr. Kasheri on this morning. He was on for this particular matter?
Yes, Your Honor. He was on this morning. He also had 2 other engagements in 16th District Court.
Okay. All right. I'm sorry. I didn't know that he had other engagements. So I would have taken him a little earlier. But if you could get some answers for me, I'm just going to have Mr. Gooden stay right here in the courtroom, okay?
Your Honor, I just received a message from Mr. Kasheri. He said that Emmanuel House can actually pick him up he needs to get to the VA, and Emmanuel House can pick him up from the VA, but he needs to get there ASAP.
All right, Mr. Gooden. I'm sorry. Go ahead, Ms. Robs.
No, I apologize, Your Honor. He said he needs to get there as soon as possible.
All right, Mr. Gooden.
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gooden, I need you to go to the VA. Where is he going at the VA? I need him to have a little more information.
Yes, Your Honor.
To the Veterans Administration. Can you get someone to take you there?
Yes, Your Honor. Well, I can get there. I can take the bus.
All right, and I need you to get there. I need you to leave as soon as we finish court this morning.
Right. Okay, Your Honor, is it okay if I do it in the morning, maybe?
No, we're gonna do it today.
I have to drop everything.
Yes, sir. And if you were here at the court, you would have to drop everything because you'd be going to the Wayne County Jail. Same thing. Okay, thank you for being so understanding. Ms. Robs, I need to know where he has to report at the VA. So,
yes, sure.
You know where the Veterans Administration is located, Mr. Gooden?
I know where the Veterans Hospital is, and also downtown there's the Veterans Administration, but also there's the VA Hospital.
All right, Ms. Robs, let's make sure he knows where to go, because if he doesn't get there today, it's gonna be a problem. I'm gonna send the police out, and I don't wanna have to do that.
Yes, Your Honor, I'm awaiting a response. I apologize.
All right, and so as soon as we get, I wanna give you specific information as to where you're going, okay? And you must go today. And if you're not there, immediately, it's going to be a problem, okay, Mr. Gooden?
I understand, Your Honor.
I don't want any problems. You don't want any problems either, right? You want help.
I really don't want any problems.
All right, very good. Let me say this about you, Mr. Gooding. I'm glad you're with us, and I'm very grateful for you putting on the uniform and serving our country. We appreciate you. I'm also very glad that now, since you've given us so much service through the military, that now you're allowing us to serve you. So thank you for the opportunity. I appreciate it. You don't know what to say. Thank you or call me a B. All right, here we go. It's okay. It's okay. It's okay. All right, Ms. Robs.
Your Honor, thank you. I had received word back from Mr. Kashiri. He stated for him to meet, for Mr. Gooding to meet, to go down to the John Dingle Veterans Administration Hospital, and that once he gets there, that he would contact and facilitate him with instructions.
All right, who is he to report to at the hospital? Just at the front desk?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, did you hear that, Mr. Gooden?
Yes, and ask for who?
Who should he ask for? Tell them that you're there to be picked up for inpatient treatment. And
Okay,
Ms. Robs, you'll coordinate with them, right?
Yes, Your Honor.
Mr. Gooden, did you say something?
Yeah. Yeah, but it just seems it would be good if I spoke to someone, because in terms of exactly when the bus will be there or whatever. See, I might miss the bus or whatever.
No, I need you to not miss the bus. If I have to put my card in to get an Uber to get him to the VA, I will. I need him to get from where he is to the VA.
Jeff, it's okay, because we have family communication services that provide communications directly. So I'll call them and tell them to go get it.
Oh, so somebody can come and pick him up?
We have Lake Ridge and Cure 8 who sign our MOU and will provide sign.
And they will take him to the VA hospital?
I will take care of it.
All right, Miss.
Address, and we'll reach out to Pastor Williams and get them transported.
We have money to come and pick you up and resources to come and pick you up. That's what we're gonna do. So I'm gonna put you in a quick, yes, I'm gonna put you in a quick breakout room with Ms. Robs so that you can give Ms. Robs the address of where you are right now. And then Mr. Morgan is arranging, they are going to come and pick you up from that address and take you to the VA hospital. All right? So now you don't have to worry about missing the bus. You're gonna get there, and you're gonna get there. We need. They said he has to get there ASAP.
No problem.
All right.
Rob's actually, I just sent Pastor Williams.
All right. And so, Ms. Robs, I'm gonna place you all in the breakout room very quickly.
Yes, sure.
And you can get the address of where he is. But until then, Mr. Fikens, have you determined that pursuant to Michigan law, your client is eligible to participate in Veterans Treatment Court?
I have, and he is eligible, Your Honor.
All right, very good. And then you told him about the contract, about the court's ability to monitor, to modify the contract, amend it at any time.
Yes, we talked about the court's ability to amend the contract, to enlarge the time, to change any other terms and conditions. We talked about the consequences of not going through the program and the benefits that he could probably get all his cases dismissed here if he does successfully complete the program. So he was excited about that, Judge.
Wonderful. All right, Ms. Rob, did you determine whether or not Mr. Gooding is a substantial risk to the public, or if he is a violent offender?
Yes, Your Honor. I did take the time to see if he was, to see if he is a substantial risk to the public, and he is not a violent offender, Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. Then I want to welcome you to our specialty court, Mr. Gooding. We look forward to working with you, working for you. And so I need you to hold on. You're going to accept an invitation to go into the breakout room with Miss Robs. She needs the address of where you are, and we're coming to pick you up within.
I texted Pastor Williams, so wait on the response.
All right.
Just be ready.
Just be ready, okay? Do not leave that location. We're coming to get you.
All right, Your Honor.
All right, and Ms. Robs, you'll coordinate the services and then circle back to the court to confirm that he's been placed in inpatient treatment today.
Yes, Your Honor.
And I need them to test him.
Absolutely.
All right, I'll put you all in the breakout room just very quickly, Ms. Robs. Let's see. Mr. Gooding, I'm gonna put you all in breakout room number 3. Uh-oh. Well, where's Ms. Robs? Uh-oh, hold on. So why I can't get Ms. Robs in here? She's on here.
Judge, do you need Ms. Ross to come back to the courtroom, or can she?
She is there. There's another person to do intake on. Is that Ms. Robs as well?
Oh, okay.
Ms. Robs, are you doing the second intake?
Yes, Your
Mr.
Honor.
Pringle, Mr. Pringle.
Okay, yes, she is. You know what I'm gonna have you do? Ms. Robs.
Yes,
I don't
Your
know
Honor.
why. Give me a second. I'm gonna have you do that. I have the offer. Oh, no. Don't do it. Don't accept it, Mr. Gooding. Hold on. I have the offer for the people. Where is Ms. Robs on here? I still don't see Ms. Robs.
Mr. Ross, can Ms. Ross text me his number and I'll just call him and get
Oh, Ms. Robs.
Yes, Your
Text
Honor.
Mr. Morgan, Mr. Gooding's number. Mr. Gooding, I need you to answer the phone and they're gonna coordinate getting you picked up, okay?
Yes, Your
And
Honor.
then I'm going to see you, I'll see you in 2 weeks. And so Ms. Robs, what day would that be? We wanna put him on a Tuesday?
Yes, Your Honor. Could we do March 23rd, 2020?
March 23rd. That works at 8:30 a.m. in the virtual courtroom. All right, so Mr. Gooding, I'm gonna have you hang up and Mr. Morgan is going to call you to coordinate your transportation, okay?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, I look forward to working with you, sir.
Yes, ma'am.
All right, take care. All right, Mr. Morgan, let's do that.
Yeah.
I'm just scared. All right, let me have Caitlin Smith. Ms. Smith, you're on. Wonderful. Thank you for your patience on this morning. All right, I have the following for Caitlin's. Okay, Ms. Smith, are you sure you're ready?
Yes.
If not, I can keep moving. I have a big docket.
No,
All
I'm
right.
ready, Your Honor.
Okay, let's do it. You ready, Mr. Pikens, as well?
Your Honor, I've not spoken with Ms. Smith yet.
Oh, I'm sorry. I'll put you all in the breakout room.
Thank you,
I don't
Judge.
know what's going on with my. All right, let me try this again. I have Mr. Fikens. Okay, your names are here. All right, please accept the invitation to breakout room number 4.
Thank you, Judge.
All right, Ms. Robs. We are going to continue with your next intake. And so I'm going to ask your person, Mr. Pringle. I'm going to, is he on here? I'm going to ask him to start his video without his hat on. Yes, there you are, Mr. Pringle. Good morning to you.
Good morning, Judge.
All right. It's okay. Now you know going forward, right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. I have the following case number for Dennis Pringle. I have case number 20044999701. Mr. Pringle, please state your first name and last name for the record.
Dennis Pringle.
All right, Mr. Pringle. Ms. Robs is going to be presenting you this morning. Ms. Robs, you may proceed.
Thank you, Your Honor. Before the court, Your Honor, we have Mr. Dennis Pringle. He is a referral from Judge Austin Garrett. His charge is domestic violence. He is a 51-year-old African-American male. His highest level of education is he's completed some college. He is just recently employed with Magna, as he reported on today. His other source of income is that he receives 10% from the VA. He is a Navy veteran. He has 2 children, one 21-year-old son, a 16-year-old daughter. He reports that he does want to participate in Veterans Treatment Court. He does admit to having a substance abuse problem to alcohol, which he reports began at the age of 21, and marijuana at the age of 26 years old. He did participate in screening at ATS on March 8th, 2021. His results were positive for THC. He does not have any prior felony convictions for violent offenses. He has not participated in Veterans Treatment Court in the past 10 years. He has completed PSI, but he does need to be scheduled for a substance abuse evaluation, Your Honor.
I'm sorry, he's completed what, Ms. Robs? I didn't hear you.
I apologize. He has completed a PSI, pre-sentence
What's the P, for the record?
I
Yeah,
apologize.
there we go.
A pre-sentence
That's okay.
investigation report. And he does need to be scheduled, Your Honor, for a substance abuse evaluation, and will receive assistance from Mr. Kashiri with the Needs Plus assessment. And I'm here to present him today, Your Honor, as a candidate for Veterans Treatment Court.
Wonderful. All right, Ms. Robs, what's your recommendation as to Mr. Pringle? What level of services?
I would recommend, Your Honor, outpatient, 1 group and 1 individual, 2 times a week, Your Honor.
Okay, so your recommendation is definitely outpatient treatment, and that works. And you're basing that recommendation on the fact that there's no indicators that he needs any higher level of service at this time?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right, very good. All right, if nothing else, Mr. Reed, tell me about your client.
Yes, Judge, thank you. Thank you for the opportunity to talk to Mr. Pringle in the breakout room. He was polite, he was courteous, he was respectful. I thanked him for his military service. He indicated he spent 3 years in the Navy, 51 years old. Judge, we talked about Veterans Treatment Court. We talked about many of the requirements. We talked about drug testing, counseling, 12-step meetings. I advised him not to get overwhelmed. We talked about the court's ability to amend the contract, to change the contract, to delete or add things from the contract. I also advised him that he would receive a copy of the contract so he would know what he's required to do. We talked about the benefits of the program. He does have a dismissible case. We talked about the consequences should he not succeed. Up to 90 days in the county jail, that's a possibility. Judge, he indicated he wanted to participate. I'm going to recommend his participation in Veterans Treatment Court. He did have some technical difficulties this morning. He apologized for that. We talked about the proper attire for courtroom, hat, glasses, cigarettes, coffee. He understands that those things are forbidden, and he would apologize. No intended disrespect for the court. Nice young man. I say nice, he's 51. I told him how old I was, and he said, I hope I live to be that old. I said, you will. Judge, I'm recommending him. He is qualified under Michigan law to participate in Veterans Court. I think that's about it. I asked him if he had any questions. He didn't have any questions. He did start a new job on Monday. He works Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. I told him we'd try to work with him on that schedule, but he did start a new job on Monday through Thursday, 5 a.m. to 5 p.m. Did I forget anything, Mr. Pringle?
No, sir.
Okay, I'm good, Judge.
All
Thank
right.
you. Thank you.
Thank you, Mr. Reed. All right, Mr. Pringle, tell me, do you want to participate in our Veterans Treatment Court?
Yes, ma'am. Yes, I would love that. Love
All
that.
right. Tell me why you want to participate.
Well, to better myself, because as growing up, you are the company you keep, and the company I've been keeping I've been making bad choices with them. So, just want to make better choices.
That's good. You want to make some better choices, and you know that it starts with, you've got to look around. First, you got to look at the person in the mirror, and then you've got to look around at all the other folks you've invited in the room. And then you've got to start making some assessments about where do I go from here.
Correct.
Right?
Yes, ma'am.
All right. Very good. Very good. And so you've had an opportunity. I hope that you have been listening in while we have been doing court. I hope you've been listening in. And so you've had an opportunity to kind of hear what we're about and, you know, what we do and all of those things, right?
Yes, I have been listening. Yes, I heard all.
All right. What do you think? I'm sorry?
No, I was saying my phone wasn't acting up when I first tried to zoom in, but now it's all good now.
All right. All right. Very good. You think you can do it? You think you can work with us?
Oh, yes. Yes, ma'am. I can do that.
All right. Very good. Very good. It's a lot of work. It is, but it's good work. You're going to be surrounded by a wonderful team of support, and we're here to make sure you succeed. We just need you to roll up your sleeves and do your part, okay?
Okay, yes.
Do I have your commitment to do that?
Yes, ma'am, you do. 100%.
All right. You have any questions for me, Mr. Pringle?
No, not really a question. I just wanted to apologize for having the hat and glasses.
And your sunshades and yeah.
Well, actually, they're
All right.
transitional, but.
I understand. I understand. It's okay. It's your first day with us. We just had a lot of going on this morning, okay? We did. A lot of moving parts this morning. So I'm glad you're with us. You'll get to know us as we will get to know you through this process. Look, your treatment court starts today. It starts today. You don't get a break because you've been sitting in court this morning. It starts today. So when I see you in 2 weeks, I expect you to be testing. I expect you to be set up with your outpatient treatment if you have not started it. I also expect you to be in your meetings and to have met with Mr. Kasheri, who is our liaison with the Veterans Administration, to take advantage of the services that are recommended pursuant to the assessment that will be done, okay?
Yes, ma'am.
All right, very good. Any questions for me, Mr. Pringle?
No, ma'am.
All right. With that, Ms. Robs, you've determined that he's not a risk to the public and he's not a violent offender. Is that correct?
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. And Mr. Reed has already told me that he's eligible to participate. Mr. Sanders, does he have any other outstanding matters here at 36th District Court? All right. Mr. Sanders is going to check on that for me. And then with that, I am going to, Mr. Reed, you did tell your client about the contract and how I have the ability to amend it at any time. Did you have that discussion with him?
Yes, Judge, we did talk about amendment to the contract. We talked about benefits. It's a dismissible case. We talked about consequences, up to 90 days in the county jail. He said he wanted to participate. I like the young man, Judge. As I said, he was respectful and that courteous, and that goes a long way with me, Mr. Pringle. Thank you.
Thank you.
All right. Very good. Then I want to welcome you to our program. I look forward to working with you. Did he have anything else? Oh, what? I can't hear you. He has an outstanding felony?
Yes, ma'am.
A pending felony?
Yes, ma'am.
Yeah. You have a pending felony case, Mr. Pringle?
Yes, the same.
Uh-oh, you put yourself on mute. Unmute yourself for me. Mr. Pringle, unmute.
That's what I'm waiting to go to court with regards to that.
We didn't hear anything you said. You put yourself on mute.
No, somebody was calling. The person that I'm, this charge here that I'm going to court for with you guys also had told the police that I supposedly robbed her when she came to live in my house. And it's false information, but I don't know, they got me going to court for it.
All right, so you're scheduled for an examination on July 7th. All right. Okay. So, Mr. Reed, we'll make sure that you all get this information. Did he have anything else outstanding, Mr. Sanders?
No, ma'am.
Nothing else. All right. It's actually robbery unarmed. And so, Mr. Reed, we'll make sure you all get that information, okay?
Yes, Judge. I think he's saying it arose out of the same transaction as the domestic violence case, so it may have been a misdemeanor domestic violence and the felony other charge. So as long as he's appearing in court, Judge,
he should be okay.
I have no problem with his participating.
Yes. All right. Make sure you show up for your court date with that other judge, okay?
Oh, yes, ma'am, I will.
All right. Very good. Ms. Robs, what would be the return to court date for Mr. Pringle?
Your Honor, March 23rd, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
At 8:30. All right. Very good. All right. Thank you, Ms. Robs. Thank you for your patience, Mr. Pringle. I look forward to working with you, okay?
All right, and thank you.
All right. Thank you. Okay. Are we ready on, let me do Miss Smith? Are we ready on Miss Smith? Miss Smith will probably have to be an add-on to my docket. You don't have to reprint it for me though. All right. I have the following case number U463-00718. Miss Smith, state your name for the record.
Caitlin Smith.
All right. Thank you, Miss Smith. Mr. Reed, where? Are we ready? Where's Mr. Fikens?
They should be here, Judge. Why not?
I don't see you.
Oh,
Uh-oh, the system doing something.
oh, there we go.
There you are.
Here I am.
All right, there you are. All right. So, Mr. Fikens, are we ready?
We are ready, Judge. Now we're ready.
Let's do it. All right, Mr. Fikens, how are we proceeding on U463-00718 for Caitlin Smith?
Ultimately, Your Honor, my client would like to take advantage of the offer, but I have a preliminary matter and I'd ask that the warrant be recalled at this time.
Thank you, counsel. The warrant is recalled. Just make sure your client understands if she doesn't comply with the orders of the court, the warrant will be right back in the system.
And we talked about that, Your Honor, and we appreciate that. There was she was originally scheduled and she posted a bond for Monday. She had some work problems and she just had a baby 3 months ago. So we're asking for the court's indulgence and patience in that regard.
Okay, yes, I see she did. She posted a bond, $200?
Yes, Judge.
Yes, Your Honor.
All right. All right. Go ahead, Mr. Fikens.
Thank you, Your Honor. We would like to take advantage of the offer. The offer I received from the prosecutor is that in exchange for a guilty plea to not having a Cat D license, the court would consider a delayed sentence.
All right, thank you. Thank you. Please raise your right hand, Ms. Smith. Do you swear or affirm that the testimony you're about to give will be the truth and nothing but the truth. So help you God.
Yes, Your Honor.
Thank you. Mr. Vikens, you may proceed. You can put your hand down.
Thank you. Ms. Smith, you understand that in this matter, you have a right to a trial, correct?
Yes.
And you wish to waive that right and enter a guilty plea today, correct?
Yes.
Are you doing so freely and voluntarily?
Yes.
Has anyone forced you into doing this or promised you anything to get you to plead guilty today?
No.
Your Honor, I'm satisfied as to her constitutional waiver. May I do a factual basis?
Yes, you may.
Thank you. Ma'am, back in 2018, on the date and time of the citation, were you working at a gentleman's club in the city of Detroit?
Yes.
And the police came to the club, is that correct?
Yes.
And they asked you to produce a Cab D license, is that correct?
Yes.
And at that time, you did not have a Cab D license, correct?
Yes.
Since that time, you've gotten out of the business, is that correct?
Yes, it is.
Okay, you're presently employed now somewhere else. You just got a new job, I hear.
Yeah, I've had the same job for about a year, but I'm just coming back from maternity leave.
Oh, I see it. I got that. And you just had a baby 3 months ago, or is that correct?
Yes.
Congratulations on that. Your Honor, that's all the questions I have.
All right, very good. I will accept your plea of guilty. I'll follow the recommendation of the prosecuting attorney and do a 12-month delayed sentence. Counsel, I've set aside the warrant. I'm also going to reinstate the bond of $200 from February 8th, 2021, which will be applied toward her fines and costs. And so, Ms. Smith, I do want to applaud you for showing up, taking care of this, because it never, ever, ever goes away. And so, Mr. Fikens, there was also a bond that was, yes, there was a bond that was posted on June 27th, 2019. And she didn't show up.
Correct, she did.
That's been more than a year ago, though. I don't think I can touch that one. Yeah.
We understand that, Judge. We talked about it, and we certainly understand. She tried to take care of this unsuccessfully. I'm glad that she kept showing up to resolve this matter. As the court says, it never goes away. And it sounds like she's put her life in a new direction, and I'm happy for that. So we understand.
All right. All right. So this is what I'll do, Mr. Fikens. I've reinstated the bond. I'm assessing our costs in the amount of $200. And I am going to assess the fine in the amount of $50. So the total owed is $250. And I believe there's warrant cost. She has warrant costs from back in the day. I'm not going to waive that. And so that means she would owe this court $100.
Yes.
And don't count on me for the math. I need to make sure when the clerk puts it in that it's right. Don't, yeah. All right. So, and I'm going to indicate to apply bond to cost. All right, very good. And when can your client get the balance paid?
Ms. Smith, when can that be done?
By Friday, I can get it paid, or tomorrow.
Okay, I'm gonna put it for Monday. Okay, I'll put it on Monday, which is the 15th.
Yes, it is, Your Honor.
All right. And then her review date would be, and hopefully this is actually a day. Her review date would be March 11th, 2022 at 8:30 a.m. As long as you have paid your money and you have not picked up any additional tickets, you do not have to appear. If you've not paid your money, if you picked up some additional tickets, you do have to come to court, okay?
Okay.
And on that date, it'll be automatically dismissed.
Thank
Okay.
you, Your Honor.
All right, thank you, ma'am. Thank you for your patience, okay?
Yes, thank you, Your Honor.
Thank you, Your Honor.
All right. All right, do well with the new baby.
Thank you.
Okay, I see folks sitting in the courtroom. Y'all need me? All right, before I do Ms. White, y'all need me? Okay. Come on. Oh, here, I can do this back. Thank you.
Thank
Y'all gonna make me have to put my I gotta stand up.
Just put that young lady on the delayed sentence here?
It is, it's a 12-month delayed sentence.
Oh, you don't have to get that to Ms. Brimley.
But is it not recorded or is it?
It's not reported. Yeah, she just had a baby and
Okay.
I'm thinking that is a visitor. So I'm gonna set people up for failure. What y'all want?
Good morning, how are
Good
you?
morning, ma'am. I ain't seen you in message Sundays. You didn't respond to my message.
I was just acting like
No,
you.
y'all.
I saw it, but then I was confused, and I was
Okay,
like,
whatever.
that's
Y'all know I'm not getting no text messages up in here today. I don't have no internet. What's that? I have to do one more case. If I start it over again, it takes over or something. They told me to stop doing it.
Okay, so I got one of your texts. Is it you
Oh, yeah.
Okay. I said next review date is on Wednesday. All of them.
No. You don't want to do it on mental health.
Okay.
My mental health ain't good.
Okay.
Okay.
So
Yeah.
his next review is a Wednesday, so I
Can
call
you-
him in.
You can change it as,
Okay.
yeah.
Okay, that's fine. That's all.
That's all you want to do?
Thank you.
Oh.
Jasmine, you gotta come see me. I'm in this building. I only Wednesdays. I only work from home. What are you doing? Oh, what you doing?
Everything.
You said everything. Okay. I'm here tomorrow. I'm here today. I'm here until late.
Okay.
Till 2:15 because I'm gonna get my hair.
Okay, not a problem. I'll get there.
Okay.
I'll change it.
All right, very good. Thank you. Officer, I'm gonna have to get you to adjust the camera. I need to stand up for this one. I've been sitting way too long. All right, can I do this one? And then you need to see me?
Yes, Judge, yeah, we can do her, unfortunately.
What's unfortunately?
They recommend her for outpatient. She told them that,
Okay,
her cigarette was,
that's fine. She going to the Wayne County Jail because she had 2 positive spreads. So that's fine.
Your Honor.
All right. No, ma'am, you're not about to shout at me from across the room. Let me put your case on the record. I just said you're not about to shout at me from across the courtroom. We're gonna have you come down. You'll get to talk to me. We're gonna have you come down to the podium. Have we wiped off the podium? Yes. Have we wiped off the podium since the last use? Hold on one second. I need to make sure you say. All right. While she's coming to the podium, I need to call the remainder of my case.
yes, ma'am.
Flo.
No problem.
I have Bonner Wright, 18045-16101. Mr. Bonner Wright had a face-to-face today. Ms. Rives, you're on mute.
I apologize, Your Honor.
You're on mute. I didn't hear you. Did Mr. Bonner Wright, he had his face-to-face today?
Yes, he did, Your Honor. He's doing
All
well.
right, when is he? And he's doing, well, that's what I want to hear. When is he coming back?
Your Honor, I have April 5th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, at 8:30. Thank you, Ms. Rives.
Thank you.
I have Brandon Caldwell, Z8057-351. For the record, Mr. Caldwell was ordered to test prior to, first of all, he absconded for 8 months, 6 or 8 months from drug treatment court. He was ordered to go and test before he came back, decided to come back. He was ordered to go and test the day that he did come back. Mr. Caldwell has refused to go and test. I ordered Mr. Caldwell to come into the court, physically come into 36th District Court. So once again, he decided to do what he wanted to do. He did not come in physically to 36th District Court. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I have signed a warrant for his arrest with a remand to Judge Holmes. And I also need that to go to Shannon Walker because they can go on his job and pick him up because that's where he says he wants to be without complying with this court's order. So he is on remand to Judge Holmes.
Okay.
All right, I need that one to go to Shannon Walker to the task force. All right, very good. I have Selena Wright. I have the following matters: SP 108-30941, SP 109-1000. counts 1, 2, and 3. I also have case number Z805-8581 and case number Z805-8601. Ms. Wright had a face-to-face today. Did someone provide her return to court date?
Your Honor, I had Ms. Wright. Her return, she's doing well, Your Honor. Her return to court date is April 5th, 2021 at 8:30 a.m.
All right, thank you. I also have Christy Zacher, U 53445519. Where's Ms. Zacher? Didn't I just see Ms. Zacher?
Yes, Your Honor. She was supposed to, I had spoke with Ms. Zacher on yesterday for a phone conversation regarding her follow-up and what you had requested of her to get on the 1-800 line.
Yes.
Be honest with them, Your Honor, about her current usage. Ms. Zacher stated that she got on the phone with the 1-800 line and they told her that what form of treatment we are requesting, they do not provide.
What form of treatment were we requesting? We asked them to assess her.
Yes, Your Honor. I believe, Your Honor, that Ms. Zacher went on to make excuses, Your Honor, as to why she thought that the inpatient would not be beneficial for her. She's been an inpatient before. She knows what will work for her. I told Ms. Zacher that she needed to physically report to the court on today. I spoke with Ms. Zacher via text this morning, indicating to her that she needed to get here to the court and report to the court. Ms. Zacher continued to provide excuses, Your Honor. She's not. I just sent her a text now. I said the court is looking for you. Ms. Zacher has failed to respond. She did test, Your Honor, on March 8th, 2021. According to JAM, she completed some screening, but not all. She went back in on March 9th, 2021. I requested the results and I'm awaiting the results from JAMS. She did test, and I'm not sure what her results are, Your Honor. I've been trying to get those, but Ms. Zacher did indicate that her last usage of cocaine was March 5th, 2021. And it appeared, Your Honor, that she was under the influence when I spoke with her on today.
All right. Prepare me a warrant, please. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens. I'm going to place a warrant out for her arrest, and the bond will be set at remand to Judge Holmes. She's spiraling. She is. I think this one should go to, and here's the warrant on Mr. Caldwell. This one is done. There's another one that has to be done for Ms. Zacher. And so that'll be a remand to Judge Holmes as well. All right, we need to get her. I think that this should go to Ms. Walker to the task force as well, because I think she's spiraling. She didn't look good when she appeared before us, but if it was really just a slip up, then she would have just come in, or she would have, done the things that we asked her to do instead of coming up with all the reasons and excuses and things of that nature. What I'm concerned about is I don't want this to be a huge pothole that she falls into and she can't recover, because she's done so well, and I know she can get back up and continue to do well. I know she can. I know she can.
I agree, Judge.
Yes.
All right, very good. All right, I have also Ms. Hammond's case numbers 16245-6451, 1456520, 11739099131, and case number 1804595-601 for Katrina Hammonds.
A face-to-face was conducted, Your Honor, with Mr. Yancey.
Yes.
Ms. Hammond's return to court date is April 5th, 2021 at 9:30 a.m., Your Honor.
All right, very good, very good. And then the last matter that I have on my docket, other than Ms. White, is for Patrick McGraw, case number 1906014-101.
That's March 30th.
Hold on. Case manager, what were you gonna say?
Your Honor, I was just going to repeat the same exact thing. I apologize.
Okay. All right. What did you say?
March 30th at 8:30 a.m.
March 30th at 8:30 a.m. So a face-to-face was conducted with Mr. McGraw?
Yes.
All right. Wonderful. Okay. That's it for the docket. Did I miss anything other than the case I'm about to call? Mr. Watt, Mr. Sanders, I'll give you a whole. I did. Okay. I'll give you a whole new name. All right. Here we go. I have the following for Tamisha White, case number 19. Do we have Mr. Lorenz on? Is it this Mr. Lorenz's case?
I'm here, Your Honor.
Oh, there's Mr. Lorenz. All right. Okay. I have the following: 19701-9951, 19701-9961, and case number Z8059921. All right, ma'am, please state your name.
Hello, Your Honor. Anthony White.
All right, good morning, Miss White.
Good morning.
There was something that you were trying to say to me. I just didn't want you to yell it to me from across the room.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am. I understand that I did test positive for cocaine twice.
Yes, ma'am.
I took that test on a Saturday, and then I called the hotline, and I was to test that Monday. So it wasn't two different usages. It was from that Saturday till Monday, because I tested positive Saturday, and then it was Sunday, and I went back Monday morning and I tested positive. And
and if your use was, as you said, puffing from a cigarette.
It was a couple of.
No, ma'am. And I'm telling you, the science has come back and said that's not what you're testing positive from.
The point is that I came up negative. I mean, I came up positive, and I did use, okay? And
you did use how? It wasn't puffing on a friend's cigarette that you didn't know they had laced it with cocaine. Because let me say this to you, Miss White. How old are you?
I'm 48.
48.
Yes,
let me tell you what 48-year-olds know. They know the friends that they have who would lace their cigarettes with cocaine.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
If you choose to have those kind of friends, you know who they are.
Yes, ma'am.
So the fact that you smoked a cigarette with your 48-year-old self from a friend that you knew was capable of lacing with cocaine, then ma'am, you're using.
That's my fault.
And so that's problematic for me. So now you're saying on both occasions, it was puffing on a cigarette from a friend who laced it with cocaine tell me what you're saying about your use. Let me ask it that way.
I'm aware that it was cocaine in the cigarette. I'm aware because I was depressed, and I called my therapist, and I told her that I was going through a thing, that I was getting depressed, and that I didn't tell her that I was going to use anything because my intentions were not to use. But when she came and picked me up, I did use, and I knew what I was doing. But I've never used cocaine before, and I didn't. After that Saturday, and I went and dropped, because I dropped later that day that I used, and Sunday passed, and I went Monday, but I did not do anything after Saturday. So it's just a continuation from the drug screen that I had Saturday. And I'm asking you for another chance.
Okay, you told us originally that you puffed on a cigarette.
Yes, ma'am.
Did you puff a cigarette or did you smoke a cigarette?
I smoked a cigarette.
Laced with cocaine.
Yes, ma'am.
Okay, so then that would make you test positive. And you how many cigarettes did you smoke?
2.
You smoked 2? Now you see, I know I'm not crazy, Miss White.
Yes, ma'am.
You up here talking about you just puffed.
Yes, ma'am.
Come on, let's not do this. I can't help you if you're not gonna be honest with me. So you smoked 2 cigarettes that were laced with cocaine, and that's why you had positive screen.
Yes, ma'am. Yes, ma'am.
I got it now.
But it wasn't my intention to use, but she came and got it.
I understand. Using it's not anybody's intention. That's why we're here to help you. But see, you put me in a whole different position to be able to help you when you tell me the truth, as opposed to you trying to tell me you took a puff off of a cigarette that you didn't know was laced with cocaine. Now, when you tell me that story, you tie my hands. Because now I've got to deal with you're not telling the truth and you're in denial about the situation that you're in. So now I got to come from a whole different bag. But when you stand there and you tell me, Judge, this is what I did.
Yes, ma'am.
This is how I ended up positive. Now I can help you. Because I believe you that wasn't your intention.
Yes, ma'am.
I believe you.
And I've never even done cocaine. Cocaine was never a drug choice of mine. It's just that when she picked me up, I knew that it was laced. I knew that the cigarette was laced, and I chose to do it on my own because I was going through something at that time, as I am right now. But I won't do drugs anymore.
Well, here's where we want to help you. We want to help you with the, the stuff you're going through. That's what we're here for. To make sure we connect you to the right resources, to the right professionals to help you navigate through those things. So that as you go through things in life, because you're going to, as long as you keep living, right? You're going to go through things that your first response won't be to engage in the use of drugs with a friend. And I don't really think that's your friend.
She's not, because I let her go that day. I found somebody else to take me around and to my appointments and everything.
That's a good thing.
Right now, I'm in school to become a phlebotomist. I have some college. All my other screens were negative. I'm trying to do the right thing.
You're trying. I believe you.
I'm trying. Everything.
Now, let me ask you this. When you got on that 1-800 number, did you tell them the truth about how that cocaine showed up in your system?
I told them that my friend had a cigarette lace, that the cigarette was laced, and that I did smoke it.
Did you tell them you smoked 2 cigarettes laced with cocaine?
I believe I did tell her it was 2 cigarettes.
You believe or you did?
I did tell her that she gave me 2 cigarettes, but I smoked 2 cigarettes.
All right.
Laced with cocaine.
All right.
But it was my first time using cocaine, that was.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz, were you able to hear everything that Ms. White said?
Yes, Your Honor, I could hear it.
All right. And so, let me hear from Mr. Morgan first, because he's been on the scene. Mr. Morgan, the recommendation that came from the 1-800 number was that she do outpatient treatment, intensive outpatient?
That is correct, Your Honor.
All right. Based on the fact that she has now told the truth, and we know what we're working with, what is your recommendation?
Your Honor, I think we probably need to get back on the 1-800 number. I think she probably needs to be a little more truthful. I sat through the whole interview, but it was more so she really didn't know what was going on. Since she's admitting to the court, she knew what was going on. I think she needs to call back so she can present those facts to the 1-800 number, and then we can see what the recommendation
really is
after she calls back.
Yeah. Did you hear that?
Yes, ma'am.
We want you to get back on that 1-800 number. Mr. Lorenz, did you hear that recommendation? Do you have a different recommendation?
No, Your Honor. Actually, that was what my recommendation was going to be, is that they probably didn't know the exact facts, that she was going to be cryptic to them.
Okay. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, do you have a different recommendation today?
No, Judge.
Okay. Because you're on your way to the Wayne County Jail, ma'am. Now let's get it right. You've had a change of heart. You're telling the truth now. I want you to get back on that 1-800 number. Can we get her back on short order?
Yes, yes, we can, and maybe we can see if she can go to the nest, and they can pick her up today from here by 3.
Well, let's see what they say on that 1-800 number. If they say inpatient treatment, maybe they're going to say intensive. I don't know. But I need her to tell the truth. Don't worry about what they're going to say. That's what I'm saying to you. Don't worry about what the outcome is going to be. I need you to be truthful, because at the end of the day, the recommendation, whatever recommendation they make, is going to be to help you, not to harm you. Okay?
Yes, ma'am.
And any place is better than Wayne County Jail, right? For being untruthful and not doing what you're supposed to do. So let's get you on that 1-800 number, and I need you to tell the truth.
Okay.
You knew those cigarettes were laced with cocaine, and you smoked them, both of them. All right.
Thank you.
All right, and then let me know. So that means we're coming back. I don't know how, no. Is Mr. Barton joining us today because this is my other specialty court. Mr. Reed, Mr. Fikens, I don't think she's gonna need an attorney. She's admitted that she's used. Now it's about where do we, what are the services that we're gonna render to her to help her? And so I don't think that we need legal counsel.
Yes, Judge. I would agree with the court judge. I believe the issue now is the proper treatment, and we would recognize the expertise of the court and Mr. Lorenz and Mr. Morgan as far as treatment goes, Judge. So we have no objections,
Okay.
Judge.
All right, sounds good to me. Sounds good. Mr. Vikings, no objection?
No objection, Your Honor.
All right, very good. So you all are free to leave. I have called my entire docket. Thank you all for your service today. And then we'll get Ms. White squared away and get her back on for Wednesdays, because that's the docket she should be on.
Question, Judge, is there staffing today for tomorrow and Monday? I hate to be the one to raise the issue, but I have to say something.
All right, because I have a 2:30. I have a 2:30 meeting.
Oh, Mr. Reed just asked about staffing?
Yes. Give Mr. Fight, give Mr. Ooh, it's been a long morning. Give Mr. Morgan 2 seconds, he said.
Yes, Judge, we accomplished a lot, Judge. We had graduations, we had new contracts. Today was a good day, Judge, in my opinion.
We had drama. We had people on here that was scared me.
And Friday does not appear to be a bad day or a long day, so we might be able to staff tomorrow as well if today is a problem. I'm just suggesting. I'm being Mr.
That's true.
Yeah, we'll give me about 2 seconds. Send the team a message.
Okay, he said he's sending the team a message. Give him 2 seconds. And he's trying to do 1-800 number intake. And so give him a second. Can we text you all?
Yes. Yes, sir.
Absolutely.
Okay, we'll text you and let you know if we're gonna staff today for Friday, and then we'll probably staff Friday for Monday.
Yes, Judge.
Mr. Fikens, what are you eating?
I'm
As
sorry.
hungry as I am.
I know, I've seen mine. M&M's, Judge. Sorry.
And he told me. And he told me. I want some. No, I don't need them. I'm doing a new thing. All right, we'll text and let you all know.
Thank you, Judge. Thank you.
All right. You had something, Ms. Robs?
No, I just was speaking to you, Your Honor.
Okay, give me 1 second. Ms. Wilson, you want us to text you when we go back on the record? Because I don't know how long it's gonna take on the 1-800 number.
Sure. No, yeah.
Okay. Mr. Lorenz, can we do the same thing for you?
Yes, Your Honor, I'll be available.
All right, wonderful. Y'all hear about me promising all these text messages? All right. All right. Okay, thank y'all.
Thank you, Your Honor.
Okay.